Mahama is a government on a reset agenda, but these nominations indicate an upgrade from former deputy ministers to substantive ministers. It gives an indication that, indeed, it is good to upgrade in life as human beings. Right Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Dr. KCL Addo, who has been nominated to the prestigious office of the Finance Minister, is a distinguished personality. He served as a member of Parliament. He served on the Finance Committee. He's been a Deputy Minister for Finance before. So truly, his competence and experience in the ministry he's going to is not questionable. The Honorable Minister-designate came to the KNUST at the time I was a lecturer there at the business school for one of his programs. But Mr. Speaker, whilst we approve the Minister for Finance, it is important for me to note that he is going into that office to perform three main functions as any finance manager will perform. He's going to take investment decisions for the country, financing decisions for the country, and budgeting decisions. Mr. Speaker, it is important as a country, having one of us going into such ministries, to remind ourselves that we need to enter into contracts that the Ghanaian people will have value for money. Recently, His Excellency the President met the President of the African Development Bank and put before them initiatives and projects that the government wants to embark upon. Mr. Speaker, we have been on this curve before, and Ghana in the past have procured some loans for infrastructure projects, and most of these loans have come at exorbitant prices to the Ghanaian people. Mr. Speaker, if you indulge me, I should like to remind the minister going for the finance minister that in the year 2015, the government of Ghana, through the African Development Bank, took a loan for the Terminal 3 project. That loan came with an interest of 8.5%, so high for the Ghanaian people. It took the government of President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo to renegotiate that interest down to 5%. Also, the initial loan agreement for the Temako-Sombo standard gauge railway project that was contracted by the NDC government that the Honorable Addo was the deputy minister came with an interest of 6-month LIBOR plus 1.75%. Mr. Speaker, this was so high, and it took the government of the NPP to renegotiate this down to 6-month LIBOR plus 1.5%. Then again, Mr. Speaker, Honorable, if you look at the Pokuasi interchange.
Honorable Member, I believe you'll get time for you to debate some of these issues.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Just begin to wind up for me.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the point I am making is that as the minister heads to the ministry to take financing decisions for the country, we must ensure that if we are going for loans, we go for cheaper loans. If we are procuring financing, we must ensure that the financing we are procuring are not coming at exorbitant prices to the Ghanaian people. Mr. Speaker, in winding up, I want to comment briefly on the Honorable Minister for Energy, John Jinapo. Permit me, Mr. Speaker.
I give you 1 minute, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, something that is of utmost interest to the Ghanaian people today is electricity tariffs. I wish to remind the minister that Ghanaian people will be very appreciative if he's able to work to reduce prices on the tariffs of electricity. And Mr. Speaker, just to support what I'm saying with this data, Ghanaians have gone through a lot. In 2009,
Honorable
there
member.
was no increase in electricity tariffs.
Honorable member.
Mr. Speaker, in 2010, Ghanaians paid 10%. In 2011, 8.9%. In 2012, 7.4%. In 2013, 58%. In 2014, 28%.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, in the heat of doomsday, we were paying 90%.
Honorable member, thank you so much. You get the opportunity.
If you just oppose this.
Honorable member.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable member, you get the opportunity one day.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
So that you can give up your. Thank you very much. Honorable member, please.
Mr. Chairman, yes, I remember the President appearing in the House as part of his constitutional mandate to update the House on what is happening in the country. And he made us aware of a certain figure of, at that time, new roads. It wasn't pleasant to try to contradict the President because his source of information are better than mine. But the figure 11,000 just jumped out as new roads. And my side said that was a bit less than the truth. Since then, the agencies under the Road Ministry attempted to adjust the figure as part of the transition. And you remember our view was that only 617 kilometers of roads were new roads, so to say, at the time. At the transition, they provided details. At the time of the transition, the new roads constructed is 673, which is not far from the 617 we talked about at that time, because it means that few more roads have been completed. So that issue is in a record of the of Parliament that indeed Ghana did not construct 11,000 kilometers of new roads since 2017. Rather, 673 kilometers have been constructed as new roads.
I want to talk about in the next phase. That's the areas that I do not agree with Honorable Kwame Abuja during his vetting hearing. One, Honorable Abuja engaged himself in what I will call political optimism, misrepresentation of facts regarding the number of roads that the Akufo-Addo administration constructed during its 8 years of service. In fact, Honorable Abuja is someone who has been passionate about criticizing the past administration regarding the number of roads that the Akufo-Addo administration constructed. Let me put on record, Honorable Speaker, that as at the end of December, per what is stated in the transition report, the Akufo-Addo government had constructed 13,624 kilometers of road, as against 4,630 kilometers of road by the previous government in 8 years. But during the vetting, Honorable Abuja just picked one component of the road construction, which is the construction of new roads, which is 673 kilometers construction of new roads, to represent the total number of roads that the Akufo-Addo administration had constructed. And I thought this is misleading representation of facts, and it did not help in having accurate and good debate on the floor. Mr. Speaker, out of the 13 1,624 roads constructed under the Akufo-Addo administration. Asphalt overlay alone is 1,955 kilometers. You can all bear witness to asphalt overlay projects that went on in the country, in Accra, in Kumasi, in Sunyani, in Takrade. Those are not new roads. Those are already existing roads that we put asphalt overlay to improve riding quality. We also constructed 35 bridges across the country. It's also part of the Akufo-Addo record of 13,624. Graveling and regraveling alone was about over 6,000 kilometers. Many of us are MPs from rural communities, and we know the importance of graveling in connecting people and bringing people together in these rural communities. So those are very important part of the road construction projects that were done under Nana Akufo-Addo administration. Mr. Speaker, reconstruction and upgrading of roads constituted 1,665 kilometers. Mr. Speaker, today, if you are reporting on construction of new roads, you will not talk about reconstruction and upgrading. Let me give you one example. Currently, the past government initiated the construction of Fanko in Sawam Road. That's about over 20 kilometers of road. That is an existing road, but it will not be. It's classified under upgrading and rehabilitation, so it will not be counted under new roads. But it's a major construction project with major funding. Today, there's Tema motorway reconstruction and upgrading. That is going to provide a facelift regarding the transportation network between the harbor city and the capital city. This will not be classified under new roads, but it's a major construction project that you know. And Honorable Abuja is somebody who is very experienced in this, he's a technical person, and he knows this. So I was very disappointed when he used just new roads to represent the total number of roads constructed under Nana Akufo-Addo.
Honorable Minister, I think you have the opportunity to give us a lot of information regarding to the ministry. So, but for now, I think you've given us enough.
Yeah, so, but it was important that I put that.
No, that is why I've indulged him. I mean, all of the people who have contributed, I gave them 5 minutes, but because I was interested in the information.
But Honorable Speaker, this notwithstanding, I believe that on
yeah, me and Mabusian 4. Imamunyina kwa abasronko. Ede RAZ Media GH so ewo YouTube ena Kennedy Ajapon Jr. on Facebook. Ene another day, ene Saturday. Sorry, ene Sunday. Ene matrase, ene brewum. Ebetumi akasa edi nkomo akoyanim ache. Nene yebekasa afa niema bebree ho. Yebekasa afa niema bebree ho. Now, before I begin, I want to make this statement emphatically. Say, soon or sooner, Ghanaians will start crying and will start demanding for Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And Chebiami, I'm sure, say, Ghana for the ungrateful souls, you know, and pom to share that. Say they are doing Nana Addo, no, they will come back crying on their knees. Abusianfo, and your mind chichere. enemy Chesika edi amampanfo binom no mo apemasemo fatu tim se omanchi chire no nyere ne se sabio mafa group of people bi amaye den na me di oman na japade e che won me di oman ni sika e che won me to adan di ama won anase me di won tu akwanya eye for free all in the pockets and the coffers of the tax payer. No, the real meaning of governance is when you decided to say you bring something we call equity into the system. It's when you try to avoid classification of citizens in the country. I don't know if I'm Abusiamfo. Ohiani any sikani. Since Yanyankopon ebo wiase emane beto ho, there has always been a poor person in any society or in any country that you go. Unji ni wahu. Miyanwa amohem bebre wa brochire. Bebre ewa brochire. I want one person out in the most richest country in the world, Switzerland. And I say, you Japan, but your money are perfect. And I Korea. And I say, you Yanka Germany, Omo, Ewo Sikapa. Now, Omo Mrasu is so restricted. Obioti Holland, Belgium, yes. Australia, Australia, and Canada. Say, Omra bon 3 major home fan and sensing and bon country, me say, Kwaku, Udin tro. Me penipa bi or si or no, sama me can onjin to not say me chow contompo. Say, or mine be or becoso, we are siam man, same munirano. Ohiani. Ewo he countries your moji omudin kese abo omo homodren ewo wiase ma ye bo omudin ye kan the G5 omo ka ho ye kan the G20 omo ka ho sa countries no kura no koma miwia ahokyere ewo amanfo bi so ohia ewo amanfo bi so. Intimate the asem way to board. Wow, goodness, asema kwaku kan enye nokre eye ntro. Mesra wa share comment comment section box so. Na me invite you say emfa na platform we so. Na beka kire Ghana fo nyina ene ye tiefo nyina se e wo man bi wo ho a wokoso a ahiafo eni ho. Yewa man bi wo ho a wokoso a hunhu na woda abonten. Yewa man bi wo ho a wokoso a sika wo ho pa a obeka se na manu su santi omo nyina omo tie ahotom. Minya be ma ohwem. I can say it on authority say ebi eni wiase. Now I want you to ask yourself, wankasa bisa ho say Adentia, oman bi ti say America, oman bi ti say Canada, oman bi ti say Australia, oman bi ti say Holland, oman bi ti say Belgium, oman bi ti say Sabio Germany. Meme kwaku se me firi Africa ekọ ho a metumi abobra anya me ho. Na mmom no ye wo citizens binom wo oman no mu a omo ye hiafo. Bisa ho sa asem we. Bisa wo ho sa asem we. Dwene ho na yima no, but answer no be yima no. Hwe video we na yenye den. Yeah. Hwe video we ma me na yento asotie.
You know say it drew election timer na amanyoko bia epre. Nti ne obeka bia ama nipa akoma adane ama o eno na obeka. Nti entra now they film no cry now the film. Ya the frefra. No cry no ho yanka. Na ya the intro film. Na emrepi no say edru election time na amanyoko bia epre. Nti ne obeka bia ama nipa akoma adane ama o eno na obeka. Nti entra now the film. No cry now the film. Ya the frefra. No cry no ho yanka. Na ya the intro film. Na
Yes. Minya be ma watie asem na meka ye no. Minim se wate. Me twen answer no. Answer no me hwe. Me twen wadwen kira wo fa asem na meka ye no. Yes, I'm just demanding mo amutie me say asem na meka ye no wa wo eho adwen kire. Ubetumi atwe no comment section ho. Na ya kan, na ya toto adwene. Na ye nyina ya try to understand why there is these issues. What the papa na asem o kan se sia. O say Drew say ye campaign a amanyoko no nyina epetumi no. Enti no kure no wo ho ye nka. Entro na ye dia fam. De ye no kure na ye twa ho kakra. Na ya ye den, na ya to afam. Ni dintro e de kire adasaman. Well, abusia question we dwena ho me chia adofo wi a mesra me wi na waka wadwene akire me comment section box. Me chia Dramane Idruso o say God bless you Rast. Khalif Jaben o say Mahama is a disgrace to the nation. Khalifo Jaben me chia o say Dr. Bawumia Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempet for 2028. Nana Bema, I say hello Ras, how are you? I'm doing good. Osikani Kwajo Kwache. I say hi, good evening. You're welcome, senior. My Keradu Osikwaku, you are right. I was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania last August, and some places I saw. It was unbelievable. But that's it. Samson Michael Amwa, I say good afternoon. Brother Kennedy, you're welcome. Yes. Someone who said MPP people are fool can never be trusted to be given the leadership of the great party. Long life, Dr. Bawumia. Long life, Dr. Bawumia movement. Thank you, Demani Idrisu. SKB TV, another partner. The partner on the social media. A long-term relation. You won't even destroy. SK me wakwa pamia. I want to say. Hanopani edin kwabet. Ajuma 17 no. Wa nitua. SKB TV, another powerful platform on Facebook and also on social media, YouTube. We when a chia kwa later na subscribe. More things goes off over there. Enti mo when a chia kwa. Jennifer Do me wakwa ba say good evening, oh brother. You're welcome, Jennifer Do. SKB TV, say greetings to good evening to everyone. So SK Eden Chiake CMO Bia. Esther K body must say hi family. Feel about I want to say. So as soon as Sister Diana appear, or say good evening, beautiful family. Good evening, mama. Fuseni Tofik, or say good evening, sir. Good evening, senior. You're welcome. Akuya Nyako, or say good evening, Ras. You're welcome, Akuya Nyako. Elizabeth Acha, or say Ras, good evening. And the family, we all welcome you. Sister Akuya Nyakumbi must good evening, SK. Minya SK bio. Also, I correct her. Yeah. The man Idris was a good evening, Ras. Mamunya Nakwa Babushia, Trase, na Yemfa, Jumadino, Mfefe, so na Yemfa, and Churchremu, any Ntiasie, any dear Yahu, the Yate, the Yebeka, the Yebeka. This is a platform of what them call the dialogue. Eddie can say simplicity about issues about better about team. And Tabusian about Augustus SL Mawakwa OB Willis Memoakwabo, Sikani Kwajo Memoakwaba, Nyaku Williams Memoakwaba, and Aprempe Memoakwaba. Akins Markins Mwakwaba, Iwo Francis Mwakwaba, Lamba Step Mwakwaba, Kwabra Jan Mwakwaba. Abusha yatrasi moma yen like video no na yen share. Na yen modern say yen namfufo ne adofo ebeba ne anu mu nyina adi dwumai. Abusha me bisa asem bi say agata okome mo so akwaba pa bla kwasi asamoa me akwaba yie pa. Asem na me bisa ye no wadwene ho. Yeah. Me, I want to tell you simple as ABC. We are saying yetimuno. Wankasa wu nipa suban na wode te hɔ. Betty Ajima me Mwakwaba. Wankasa no nipa suban na wode te hɔ no. So what my improvement be a ma wo nipa duanu mu a. So what nyanim die bi wo nipa duanu mu a. So what make you available for an occasion and answer for the opportunity a. Masa, opa me yemfa nkotena America. Yemfa nkotena Japan. Ma yemfa nkotena Switzerland, baby etwa wiase sika nyina. Ma yempaja osi a na yemfa nkotena Holland ana Belgium. Miwia come bedew obeye ohiani mia me ka asem bi kire wo se there is nowhere in this world that ohiani ni ho ba bia ni ho bekọ ho wiase we ma ohiani ni ho enti se John Mahama ka kire se ye campaign ye din tro kire mo a it is normal because a president and a potential president oba bejina a podium so and also obejina campaign platform so na oka bibi to timu say ehia na utimu no eya ban bi na anko so that a poverty to you no a deceiver and a trackish man you should I will say nka wo na wunya ne mfiri ne nkyai onye ni papa ompe wonkoso miya be ma wotie me mi bisamo yemi no ambo abrochire enti abrochire yese even all the social services eye adwuma yetimi ma aban fie yetimi ehwe wo ma ene na asefo se wo sore na wo nsa hye wo damini famu a ubenya aduane adi se wo sore na wo nsa hye wo damini famu a ubenya fie bi mu atena se wo sore na wo nsa hye wo damini famu a miwia be ma entu benya abrabo papa bi apo ana sa netie it doesn't matter the place that you find yourself. Emfa hu se wo Ghana man mu emfa hu se wo Togo man mu emfa hu se sebio wote Canada anasa wote Italy man mu wo ni padua na ekita wo no enimdie bi a wankasa wodi wunyansa ne wonimdie atimi ayeden akwai ama wo ni padua no eye san nimdie ne be determine the type of life that you live. Are you with me? Are you with me? Where self-empowerment. Wankasa odu nipa duani si wanim. Na what find bibia odwene se eno na wo pene yo. Na wo de wo ho bagim. Na wo de mfa se wa ho odene ene unim de be hyem. Na wo de asua saade na kɔ ase no. Abusua. That is when you determine who you going to be in your life. Enye political party bi ne be ma ho atowo minwia fasade no to team phobia member minwia mo akwa papa me say Enye political party bi na mo ho atɔ. Se wo ye obi a wo support party bi. Now what you know say you are going to support the party so that the party will give you money abroad that you don't have future. Do you got me? If you got me, you got it. If you don't got it, forget about it. Because them out. Say some party be. Say we are Jumama party be. Say we support to say party be mira power now you intend and say party ne be so me twesi kama uni for free why you will always be a slave to a political party. Punto, finito, basta. No discussion. The message of Ghanaian politicians to the people. I was saying, Sisano, who tell them make the communicators of the Ghanaian political parties. Yes, say your party. You create a kind of impression to the voter. Say to Abama me. I say me to Abama wa to Abama me me ba. May you say. Papa, mame, wa to Aba. Se wo to Aba. I was on her party on country so be sika ma wadi. Me be ma o hwe me tie me ye. I was so to Aba won to Aba ma amanyoku a odwene o man no nkoso ho. Enye individual. Punto. Akapo. Supporting a political party does not mean say ko support to party na party ne ko power ya so anuane de aba wo fie mo wanya bi adi abodam de na how why na soma na why mpo ne ka asasem no to tim yes some party say the be ya se party ne betena akonwa so a ntotoye na obeye no ebeboa ma wo nsu baabi a wo pa gina aye possible. That is all. Ghana my mo do say a campaign na utie some political party bi pa promises bi omonomo ye ba beto aba na utie some political parties bi and kwasia promise bro mo ye o de deceive the minds of the people ana ya yesanso ye den e ya awreho that is why I started supporting the MPP and especially Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bawumia. Yeah. Me to a point, I can tell you, say, looking and listening to the messages that Dr. Bawumia will send across, they were more powerful even than Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's messages. Because they were politically correct. No emotions. Direct communications with direct directions to make it function. I ain't for one individual. I had to say Ghana mera oman bia mera pon. Ye nshem mera mfa man nipa baako. Ye share the man oman no. But so be bejina platform so. Na oba be catch you say dokono boa ye dena me ba mema ne bo aba form amaw. Obi bejina platforms no catch you say wonni adwuma anya me ba menya adwuma maw. Amunya me bisaw. That 24-hour economy na yedi drebo madwene mokoto abam faso eniso no. Eye adwuma na. Tie. Umenka jangum. Abusha me so say like video do na share mame. Yeah, kunu na na like video no. Very very important for me. Me like no. Like na te say na me yakura na sebio mintumi mfa mese. Enwe hwia na aja. Wonim de na menom. Yes, ehu hia me point message. Meso sa na mo like video na ma me na ye dey ye pushi ekoyani. Ghana for abusianfo, we are doing something bad to ourselves because of in terms of how we believe what we expect from those men called politicians. Sometimes we are the people that we force the politicians to become corrupt enough. Because the expertise will free politicians higher from the expertise will free any papa no more. Who born dog? Why in the Dubai we are? Expertise, the common Ghanaians. Ye wo politicians in anim. The free politicians in anim. The person politician ye mayeno. A door so sene. Sabio dear was the young Cassia free papa. And I am mammy. And change. Adentia. And now me no say, and now sem na yeka. Somebody like Dr. Bawumia on cancer say me ba me mother kono boy dren chinam boy dren. Na mo be cancer say ye be ye we na ya mo minor pagya konanim no. The message na oka enipa na ntiase because the knowledge is low. Lack of knowledge make my people perish. People don't understand those kind of political messages. Because we have reduced our intellectuality to kenke and fish. Look at the wonderful message that Dr. Bawumia put across the whole Ghana. But because our political speech, our political messages across the country are weak in tea. A powerful political message is considered as rubbish because you were Jimmy phobia. Omunimpa. So same way papa we can a very, very important thing. I was saying ka yen to me nyama ya hontoye. But the beshina kujina say din track say ain't possible. You are after progress. You are after development. O pese wo manim pagyan konanim. Obi abase koto abamame. It is possible. So dia wo hwehwe no wo cycle no dia wo hwehwe no. Nipa na o se mani nkodi wanim na wunduru ba bia wo kono kan kire o se ye betumi aye mana ye yie. O se mempe o no. Me pe nipa na ogina machi o kese da bia enye possible. Enye possible. Yensan ko yachi. Yentumi nko ba bia papa ba bia pese ye nko no. Emu edere. Ye need the capacity. Yentumi nko. Now panyina empower than wani from your target to go back and accept to say wani da so na eda wo wani da wani adisuadi hu na eda wanim eda wo mu no entumi nye possible enti yensan ko yachi psycho amiyati ye wa ade bi ohwa ye frɛ no the law of attraction. The law of attraction. The law of attraction works really well. I know many of you know what it is, law of attraction. The law of attraction, the can't say law of attraction, for the rest of your life. But now who believe you a siki as somebody worthy, you become success. Because you will start thinking positively. Your mindset will start attracting to things that will make you success. Adriana Addo no input to the man. ɛno na ɔno fa de yɛ adwuma na wayɛ dɛn wa elaborate na wama the direction to go for that. And it is possible to change the face and the fortunes and the future of our country. Obi so si dabi oboa ontumi odintro jano oboa hey papa we or the most liar hey odintro hey yeah now akoto abaman. Where are we going now? Just say we like the negativity past the positivity. Why do you want to develop if you don't have belief in yourself? If you don't want to even have what them call you don't have a goal to follow. Go out open to achieve in your life, in your country, and say chinamba nebo be formal. Oh Maria, your goal in your life is to come to a point whereby chinam will be 50 cents. Abusuye, tiemiye. Economist, akasifoɔ mpanyinfoɔ sikafoɔ munim sɛ de yɛfa so toto sika enye sika ɛma yɛde sika yɛde yɛfata na ɛsɛ ma yɛ hotɔ yɛ na ɔmo kyerɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ adeɛ ne boɔ no na ɛyɛ problem o ɛnyɛ adeɛ ne boɔ no a yɛde tɔn no ɛna ɛyɛ problem no. The main problem is your power of purchase ɛne na ɛyɛ problem no. I wo dodo say na wobetumi atɔ na ye problem na enye ade ne bo because me wia obite Ferrari ekoso $500 million or $500 million otumi to tiaka at the same time so na me nso me mete Chevrolet team and so kura na gise me kotoni on credit score. What did I make? Obiti BM, obiti lazusum, okojina hot totia akade that day. And obi so akwakoto of any say, oper vectra, ogusu pian kakra. And it is not about the cost of the product, but it is your ability to cost, to pay. Your ability to pay depends how much you have in your pocket. For you to get what you need, you must be psychologically ready, thinking towards, putting informations in your brain, for your brains to work towards that success life that you want to live. And two better than catch us said, the build your hearing. One sad life of subio electronic life, and fatal. Who tell you, Mickey? System whereby you can stay home and do everything that you want to do. No, it is not your time. We could have seen digitalization to me massa. We are downgrading your level of intellectuality. Your power sem, your bujimini. Timiyepa. Yen transimo be any side, wadrin or hefana or send enco. Abusha message like a video, no not share video, mama. Yeah, like it. And then so your first timer. Now was so scrap kama pa. We are not on sense adomano sone koyen. Untumen transida biya say because somebody want to take advantage of you. The other cano. And then I'll be because all can't say and to your papa be a day a promise on and possible. The entire mechanic I say, Mimia Bamia Bema would tell me ye. Nanado Danko Kufa and Bedi a Dr. Lahaj Muhammad Bawumia. The campaign our year, you know, it wasn't about one individual person. The main focus was on the country's advancement. Changing from where we were to a different level. But I cannot understand why the majority of the people who went into the polling stations, into the a ballot box, decided say they wanted to go back because Mahama's campaign was issue of going back from zero. Meboa kachira me se meboa. Anthony Moscow, me mwakwa papa. Tony Moscow, yeah. Tony Moscow, me mwakwa papa. Mcheo ye pa obabi owo, Venetia. John Dramani Mahama's campaign was retrogressive. Retrogressive. Sani sika answer sani kansa abrofo. Ye koyachi. Dr. Bawumia's campaign was to advance ourselves to a different level. Upe yedi. Ose umpe advancement. Upe se wabra bonsi uye uma honto won. Ufie emeye kama light nyina so yenya ka kwan yenya ko tar obisi okay, let's move to that level. See that I want to go back and start from zero. Are you mad? Are you really sure that you are correct in your mind? Who is sure say wadwene no offense say sa ade na wo ma etwetwetware no ni nyina no etware esi so de ana bibia ka achi. Do you think that there's everything okay with you? Yenko ya ni musidabi ni panisi yenko na yensanko research. What are you going to research? Are you not the same Mahama who created that beginning? Mahama no ni president dana. And this if one edi Ghana man so em favor nti problem bi owo Ghana man o say em fanto omo so. Enyema bi a wo man ne ma ontumi enantinye onanti ana otoato bia no. And this if one o say em fanto so bene bede buy kambono. Omo de buy. Eye one no omo de buy. Eye one na wadi o minus so em fear bebre. And yenko yadi ma o si dabi. I'm going back to begin from zero. Are you serious? Are you really serious? Any part of our course, some mess na mauno. Abra no mindum. Muye nipa ba say 5 million, 6 million, 8 million. When to me anya the SNF fata. Now do bejina year. And now what do 32 million over to me be amount. You see what they are doing now. Arabian Ken and Abba, Supreme Leader and Awaba, and our Tony Cassia Hodo, and now sorry or the private jet nam. Now no you're born in Joe social media, no so then now sorry or the presidential jet in the. Let's go back to where we were in 2012. Doom Sobeba, and then ye cotton ECG. Ye quacoton ECG. Ya shall say negotiations. Oh, Jimmy, Dr. Lahaj Muhammad Bawumia catcher and said, a Rihanna boy, sono, Yamfa, Yampakwambisu Yasum Faswo, Nayamfan create a lower cost of energy in the country. No, yes, and Tiasia, we are going back to raise certain agenda. And the ECG, no, and this is when your margins on by a solar panel bill because Togoya Federum, ewo power plant or what. I was so munya juma no munidi so intellectual dishonesty, intellectual liars, intellectual deceivers, leaders, big men in the country are more turning themselves into what? Into lions, tigers, and what them call anacondas in the forest. And our men in Quran. To go for the war. Energy plant in Tino, and you can say a solar panel production. Now, German import money or money area. Italy or Monshara near Dodobi. Holland or money area, the Belgium or money area Dodobi. They are producing solar energy. Now, what the Africa we are bomb or share to say. You don't want to take advantage of that. To have benefit from that. Hey, we have really caused a damage to ourselves. And me, I don't want anyone to come out and cry. Obia mabontre mesu usukura yentio montenam Ghana fontenam omutram say ya 2028 Dr. Bejina ho a enye obi na be show nsa akese koto aba nyansa ne nimde ewom abusia like no ofomo mesremo a ye dos ye nipa be 280 something nipa 30 na mo like mesremo a se show no ye woda wo gina so a wo hwe no now I like and so am I. Yes, sir. And I say you are making us proud of what we are doing. Yeah. Intimacy I say, because one I like. And we are no mind my boy and so. Any pan say to Abama and I am met to us, so I may take advantage of a Rihanna a boy and so no. Na ye nyan fan go to. Na ye canosonte. Said that Biane as well sika de kwama on say ekoto fan good they be produce energy. Ghana he said that I'm going to the resetting agenda 24-hour economy. To we have fed the benya sika and then I'm Ibrahim Mahama benya you gold no abeye the owner of the whole Ghana gold under the soil ayenyan 2 years. And here for man every mobi. And I want to be polite. And to me new be at I want to be very polite because I want to be respectful. So I will try say may go very, very, very polite. But who are winning my bahaya? Obadjuna say Ube dimatem, men found chokra. May yo ye I. Akwabi awabo asha secretary Jimmy Semno. Mon kanchen say so di me ho agro na. Mem one here mem one numodro wo fie. So one hwe yi a mem one numodro awu wo fie. I know how I can make you make me command you psychologically mo akofo duro anom entimetra anka Jimmy Sem nkyere me wa. Yes, me molding because you don't need to be recognized. Me ni obiatem. I'm telling what I feel and I'm telling what it is the truth. Into abana umpa, just go to another channel. Koba biaye kan sema wenije ho. We entertain only wise and knowledgeable people. And I have a lot to do. So whom say metihaya. It doesn't mean I don't have nothing to do. I got a lot to do. And nakura mi kwa juma, ne Sunday so mi kwa juma. Nti minya tamna betana me kanya nsa me ndofo. Empanfo mo platform so edi nkomo. Empanfo mo frɛ me ne me kasa empanfo mo ka adwene o platform so da bi o a me ko kan comments na me kura no. I'm feeling so like I don't know how to classify it. Nti me bana me empanfo bi say kasa na empanfo bi nimdeafo brim ete ha etie me. Na wa kura bi a ya pe 50 Ghana bi ama wo begina so obedidi matema. I will not forgive you. Until that mean molding wa try to be gentleman on this platform. And yes, sir, ko unipa na oti American in the platform na se munko di atem hono mubetime di mo ho atem se de mo pebia. But don't try that on my platform. I hope I could one case ko create to platform na ko di atem ho. Na ko kan de opesa amamfo nye de entie. Yes. Abushan Semanek. Yashira Transia Plane agree Ayaden Ayen to ye. Say the brother Sani. The brother Sani Madasani. Na bra boss Saman. The Sani Siompe. The Sani say Amanyo Kubia and Koni Fie and Pajessica and Farmer to the bottom into on Tuaba. That's an easy at the Nabaco school free, a school fees, a tiane, ne printing fee, ni azans fee, ni fee be a woskum ye tia sampamata, the ashen. Your money if you tadiaka home, that's an easy derby, I was a party them fat si camera me shame bottom of fear and some quack or twaba. I didn't hear because any pana humpe we ye yono a criti attention be and make it a situation be a ebema wa feel say deɛ abatoɔ no a wokɔ akɔto no ɛnyɛ deɛ yɛbɛyɛ ma wo ho ahenha wo no na ɛyɛ important but pan bi a yɛde bɛbrɛ wo fie akoko bi a yɛde bɛbrɛ wo 5 kilo bag of rice bi a yɛde bɛbrɛ wo 10 liter of fractor oil bi a yɛbɛsoade aba bɛsi wo fie wotie me ɛno mmom na ɛyɛ your sources of succeeding in your life. But the fact is that you and before no na niema bi enye easy ma yen na easy accessible and now light be obi ntimi nwia utie kwa aban bottom direct. The fact is that you be na ufie you have had the first graduate from the senior secondary school no. It was not common. Let me give an example of myself. When didn't tell me for Ghana. Do you know why I left Ghana? Because kuna me moyo. Because kuna me moyo. Nso bibi nti secondary school man ko bi Ghana na me free. Abrochi na me come secondary school. Bibi nti. Na me mongo school mo. Me St. James for treme. Say I'm qualified to go with them. St. James was it is one of the best secondary schools in Bonahafo and also in Ghana. But Bibinti, I left Ghana after JSS. I mean, I am a man who drew a brochure to me call SS. Ye course, University Kakra. Then Tian completed diabetes, AAB. Bibinti, and also Jai. And to say, who mempono ewo kwambiso bibinti akwanya bi se ntimi ama medam ani ama ntumi and go forward to get what I wanted in my life. Now obi a wo sabi bi kura make say wutie kura bi ase ene oba eco school Accra aban bi na hwe no wo say aban na apart from that no one who physical money in your pocket ntino nkoto aba memia sika bi ko sika bi asu ana say ne sika sa ben sika nko sika asu sika hoyi there is no differences of value but osefo no the umpire the panel will make sure to make you feel say the fact say young kind sika shop bottom the fact say 5 kilos of rice ama meto nsem. The fact is sabio yan sheda ma ufia metrase ni wani nkomonti no abane ya banfo abane ne nkrofo ye arrogant na na miwia ba miwia be ma wo ha o hwem a utie me o man na epese ye nchichiri ne yie ma ne ma nkoso anase the fact is MC PC DCE president ebeba no betrase edi nkomo na wo hwehwe de na wo hwehwe. What do you want? What actually do you need in your life? You want nkoswo and you want nipa bi your own creating nkoswo man no beba no betrase edi nkomo akasa wo. Who pay emotion and motive one can say who pay motivator kuties kana ko pay motivator no ni uni nkomo ampi na opeso metna ofio ni uni nkomo o ye wedding ampi mirabi o ye fun na ampi mirabi. But somebody sabio ukrom na nkwada boboro wo amenam oba nani oba ne nan mutimi bu enam amena oboboro wo na bra bo asai ti we have lost something that I don't know when we're going to take that one back. Ya yira die bia I don't know bra betumi asempoja yen sabase aka ne ya chibiem. Who society are now team Obeko bobo na no pa kwa amenam no no bobo ne 90 kosi baabi na ne namu abu na bra bo asa ene ya create environment ya oba ope boro bono Obobo kama wo pitch kama so an 9 etumi otumi bobo for long time. Yedene koye try obabia. There is no fuck up. He's used to that thing. We say we don't want that one. No, oh, bra, Mr. Oh, you, sir. Nana D, Mr. And my idea, we were ha. Yeah, me, man. When you talk about discrimination, don't bring that thing on me. Me, I'm not part of them. Me, minim notna. Minim Asantini, minim Bruni, minim Ga, minim Eve, minim Fante. I know that we are Ghana. Inti Mr. Maybe you did not get my submission well. Inti Mr. Yantubase Mao. Yes. Yantubase Pa Mao. Because me yes any panibi. Aye. Obianim. Oh, Nancy Odo almost a bonfo ni asante for. Me won't teach a me kasa ansem no bi. To me, it is an issue of little bit, can I say, primitive way of thinking. Say, Ibedru Babina kind of way a Bruni na way a Santini na Brunfo na muye different from a Santina. Unim history na okasa. Because I come for a kingdom called Ashanti. Min kohonne. But me am Mr. User, Nanadi, Mr. Menye discriminator. Don't ever consider me as somebody who discriminates among people. That is not my caution. Me, I believe in the capacity of human being, the efficiency of somebody, the competence of a person is what I believe in, not the religion that he practices, the tribe that he comes from, the language that he speaks, or whatever. No, I don't care about that. Ubetimia ye Buddhist, ubetimia ye Hindi, ubetimia ye Christoni, Catholic ni, Pentecost ni, wine, Saturday Advancement, wine church. Ubetimia ye Kremoni, ubetimia ye Bosunsum, it's not my concern. What I concern is your efficiency at the position that you'll be given. What I concern more is your capability to hold a position that is given to you. Don't bring discrimination, tribalism, religious bigotry, and those things. And you're a lie. And they see don't get me and this for my lie, bro. My mind is beyond that, yo. I don't have time to waste on that, bro. What are you talking about, bro? No. Don't bring that thing on my page. Please. No, be a support to Dr. Bawumia. It's an insult. You are just insulting me. Stop insulting me, bro. You are just insulting me. But let's move to quick on our topic. Let's forget about that man. Moment your topic so the air castle. Hey. Yen to men transman nipan deceive to this level. Why people are trying to create avenue for us? Why people are trying to bring up what them call equity in a society, thinking about the poor, bringing people on board, making sure that even the talent that you have in you can be built up in your community. You see, no? Let's go back to the resetting agenda. Bible can say, but people don't understand it. Because when Bible speaks, what is in the Bible many a time is what we call a bet. So if you don't understand bet, and you bet abron for your bill. Proverb. Hey, let's go back to me on who escape. Square crab, bonnet pie, it's a minke so you're paying bonnie so. In your bay abron for your buy a canny bill. There'll be a bet proverb. So I want to proverb pass it. That's a Bible, Kasa. You will not understand it. The Bible can say one man mofrano quine. Now wenum no sra heni ye one dia. One can't just what them crying go heaven. It means let's build the confidence, the capacity, the knowledge. Let's empower the youth because these are the people who are coming to succeed us in the next generation. I was like no from Muslim moment like a video no. I like no from pa Muslim one like it and like an enquiry. Okay, none of these. So what must say? Me da suppose what must say. Say, or to the chronicles asem na, huh? So to the chronicles asem na. One can't say, "Akpada no be ko heaven," because ube once no ko heaven. Panyin be waja akpada. That is nature. So, enti say, or to the chronicles. One man of Frano Quina, when I saw anyone idea. Indirectly, he's telling you, say, if you want the future to become brighter, you must empower the youth. Because omum nombe to media the fufro biaba system num ama said ye yeti eneno and sisayabam enye heaven asem. And who said there is a leader, there is a president, there are ministers whom their minds and their brains is towards the well-being of them. I feel say any pano yankupon in San Wajuma. Aye. Yes, that is it. Say me also be minister be an answer. President to be or not the idea, the ideology, the oil, it is towards the youth, the youngest, the young kind of I think say that person is doing Yankupon Swajuma. So they make it. So if I see Dr. Lahaji Muhammad Bawumia, Nanado Danko Akufuado, Dr. Addo said their focus is always about let's make sure we empower the youth, let's make sure we make the youth get knowledge, let's make sure we change what we teach in the schools, let's make sure we change the curriculums at the schools, let's make sure we train critical thinkers in the system, let's make sure we do. Why do you want me to think, say, these people don't have a good idea or thinking about better future for my country? Why? Because you saw them, but you're chrono. Yeah, didn't say about heaven. Yeah, didn't what the chrono want to tell us on the earth. Your person country was asking you fine Yajuma. Look at the transformation you are doing the Ghana education system. Huh? Where the way you are doing change the Ghana education, supported by Dr. Lahaji Muhammad Bawumia and Nanado Danko Akufuado. Changing the face of the Ghana education, making it become the number 2 in just 8 years in the whole of Africa. These are not things that you see them daily. When you be all the time, these are things that happens once a while from special people who have what we call the soul. Good men, ni papa, any papa, good man. Yes, it's a good man, oh, ni papa, and they trick as I may biate. Who are wanting to trim good man. These are things that come from good men and comes once in a while. I say, when there may come and by example. Look at the northern region. Although Omono Mubedra Sante, Maimuania Kamamo Mbesombesia Mukuru. But look at what education has brought in northern region in terms of people, important people in Ghana's country, in the society that we live. We're Northerners, we are very, very highly recommended people in a powerful positions in the country. Say a form na no moko mabaya sa ayinara. Adentia, they had the possibility to go to school free, even though they were poor, because a poor child mind is 1,000 times faster and more creative, more apprehensive than a rich man's son. 2020. Just look around the world. Niyama muna eba wiase. Niyama muna eba wiase. Ade muna yeye ni wo wiase. Niyama bi aye hu bi de eba wiase. It is always being done by poor person. Somebody who comes from nowhere. I'm Bill Gates. Yes, you know Oscar. Bill Gates. You for Bill Gates yo. For Bill Gates, you could have know Niska. And so never the other year the whole Ghana. Sister Esther best over your I'm for Bill Gates. Omfria busuem sika wom. Make for Bill Gates. But to he is somebody in the society. Bill Gates Yankasa the main Bill Gates. Free rich family, and so he is one of the biggest inventors in the world. Michael Zuckerberg, who was he? He was nobody, and then he's one of the richest men in the world. Elon Musk from South Africa, and then he's one of the most richest men in the world. Unimnipo invented air condition. Or African. Eye bobwa ye de produce light. Eye nipa tuntum hia ni bi na invecte. Entino the issue say ye give possibility to the vulnerable poor people to do something, to learn, and to it is a way of empowering the people who already have the resources. You understand what I mean by the resources? Resources. Mentally resources are available. 11 only the material resources. This is that. But say your patient, mama mwakwa pa. Ajay Enoch mwakwa, Ransford Entry mwakwa, Frank Davis mwakwa pa, Alfred Ampofo mwakwa. It's not about lies. So. And to giving possibilities to the poor men, to the people who come from the poor homes, to the people who has nothing, from the people who don't have who don't have a rich background, you know. It is a way of changing the society, because the rich man's son will always remain indoor. He may not know even the problems that we have on the street. Wow. Governor. NDC4. Mr. NDC4, do a bina. Mama yen beyond political color. Oh, now you making sure, say, we reason as reasonable human being. Jimmy, was your penny? Kurasini, ayewu wurem. Jimmy nyanko pombo wa adwena ode ma wo nyusu ne da na waba nkwasiafo bi omo Jimmy chen wo na ama wo am ede adwene bi ato tim sefe ne ye adwuma wo ye kwasiam panyini wajibi. No matter how old you are, we are boa. Unimu nyansa, you don't talk sense. This guy is very stupid. abusuafo mo mfa nkyɛm na nipa no bi ɔmo yɛ ahomote. Talking about I want to empower the youth to make the youth become somebody in the future, trying to create critical thinkers into the society is what will change the country. And your resetting agenda, Jimmy. A lot of you people who listen to me are knowledgeable people. Say, I don't believe to talk to people who are more intelligent than, but I think to talk to people who are very wise and they like to listen to things that make sense. Less than the solid abuakwasia. Say like if you do one abrochire krobia was me abamia be mauti. Bisaho Fabrica. Italy for kind of fabrica, Germany for a friend factory, America for friend I don't know however they call it. Before you get job in there, you have to be somebody that can read and write. But in Ghana, people want to do a good job without not knowing how to read and write. How can it be possible? The machine be machines everything computerized. Now we need the digital skills to apply on that machine. Mahama Kachiremo said, many of you don't have the qualification needed to employ you, so I cannot employ you. Ye bumube, ye can't say natural monte. Ye banner bet ye be bye more mana ye simple mobiati asia, namudi at them. Namudi at them kwa. Ya can't say natural mo mo party leader no. Wakachira mo say many Ghanaians want a job, but they don't have the knowledge to do some of the jobs. How do they want me to employ them? I'm just trying to make it more sweet. If you want me now, I know one that say more. It may catch them say Mahama 44%, and now do 56%. Now my jegum say Mahama. How can I dialogue with you and thinking say I'm making a mistake, thinking say I can be right in front of you. Your mentality, your brain is already diagonous. And kind of say, hey, me say the Stockholm syndrome. It is the worst syndrome that everybody can have in the world. Huh? I don't know if you people understand this, the Stockholm syndrome. You see, nipa bi o tretiu bonim o tretiu odi wuye ya mani duru babia na wadwe na baba ti say saa ye ya na ye de ye wo no eye normal enti say amfa ye ya na anya obi ma you it's like you call back that person to come and do you that bad thing. This thing happened in the Second World War. A man for a child when you go Germany and ye di one bonnet a woody no ye on bonnet to Babia to the point to say in can say touches no more touch or more no more the woman say bubo gate no they want to be touched again. That is what is following our core nationalities almost support to the umbrella color party and color and so kata o man so should be ngura man no mu biem. What did the SEC? None of the Western world want to have anything to do with the NDC and Ghana. And then Ghana is turning his face to the Russian country, the Russia, whatever they call it. And then I echo. Yes, a lot of the Western world don't want to have nothing to do with us anymore. Adentia, because the The stories behind John Mahama is scary to everyone. So, and no wonder, say you get people that will come trying to make you forget about what we are talking about. And to me, we are not sema na me catch them. Dr. Lahaj Muhammad Bawumia Mayena Obaye. The Mayena Obaye in the Ghana politics, The facts are not to share that to Walupre. Echo America. Eko shia Ghana ni bia na okasa oti na numa sema oksheko na nchese na odi na oye no wiase na okyerekye no mu na djuma a oya okese okene bra Ghana na beboa na ye odi education sector no e kire me say these three people combined together were the solution to our problem. So what did they make? Because every society, you must have people who are critical thinkers, who will bring up a problem in the society, and they will build something to solve that problem. Pen na yedi twere no. Enye se Nyankopon bo wiase na ye wo pen wo ho. Eye obi anadwene ye critical na she that na ase e ka say wow. Yet I don't know if we all know say first na ye de aboatakra e na bo inkim na ye de atwere opu e de atwere papers. Somebody sat down and thought to say, we cannot keep on doing this. Let me bring out something more comfortable for us. And our trust in our journey. How the first obetum the ink a good bibim. Na brebi obe here so person fantre no obetum the atre. Abra any kwanse onfa pot enkita at the part na onfa nko babi as no tima kwa akotre. Why? There was a critical thinker who sat down and thought to say, this is a problem that we have. Ade aye de twere no eye ahina a inki gum. Who person ko ba bia je se okita onsem to say de wo kobosom so. Enti ma me find a way and no make a pen and a pen yes simple. Utumi di show bottom ko ba bia opebia. Before answer ye benya car and a comfortable car electronic car. Sabi oye na ye to ahaban ye twegu ho manaho na na ye de tie ye di kan de mponko na na etwe nipa eho na obi hye na tena senti se obetia ye ka ade na ye ka horses power on say ye can say horses power e wo car engine ye nti o mo fa na horses power because then the kofa baye no the idea of that thing yes na ama offend saying Sadia na itare Sadia na ayese na ayese na asan ayese ekona eba no sa horse say na ese to na emani tware no eye ne kofa baaye ne ye kwan na mponko no efa so de twi nipa na omotete ade bi aboboso enti ayinchi musa de fe ne horse's power enti you always need a critical thinker in your society who will come out and try to find solutions to your problem. And a government, a president, a leader of a society cannot be a thinker who brother. So, and to leader be no see there be me man crack school, me tia wonka, me form hoka. I don't care how much it will cost us. I will bring TVET, I will bring STEM schools, I will stimulate the people to get to a point whereby the people here locally will provide our needs without not going outside to buy them. Jimmy, and Fedu was saying, and Africa. Common generator cry crefina abruchiri. common generator krafra bruche because yesuku anayeko Ghana mamu yesuku anayeko na ye a lion have a waist. It has a big head and a very small waist. This was what we were learning. But with this new way of learning, a bang way I introduce you into our system, the STEM school and the TVET, it is empowering the minds of the youth. The youth are becoming critical thinkers. We want to go back to resetting agenda. Why I mean? What is wrong with you? Who quiet them on resetting agenda? And then I won't know. And then I will a man for winning the for more breed dam or mu year juman quasia for we for be man so they say or mu kutu or more flow no more quatraho. And I will know. So when a man for be munim de Ghana Port and Harbour Authority Central Office no almost your more coho. Ako pam pen for omo no mkotena akoye adwuma Jimmy sika no mo hwehwe de ombedi awu nenne de ombedi awu enne. In fact, it is not by fault to say under this government after Mahama has won power, people are dying more than when they lost elections because de ombedi awu nne ene no mo hwehwe de ombedi ebedi awu enne ena omhwehwe. De nipa no bedi awu ne o so odi bi nne na ochene wanya hwe ani o mfa ne ho nwia wa abruchi trem ipa che wo mo ba abruchi bra mo beduru abruchi ha mo na mo ba ye na mo tumi ko school kakra enye ndie bi firi baabi. Mo amutum ko school be professional schools be modi sua adwuma titire bi. Mo amusua nsa no adwuma bi ko wie ye no. How is your life and those who decided say they wanted to go to the first job that they found? It's the same thing in your country. What do you say, Hano? The roads has been already been paved. Hano, we need people who will pave the way. Enti the biana sabio ye ba build railway lights ya ye be ko fa amanfo free Bulgaria na ba build amaye. Enti ye de enim sikadi ye ntumi nya company kese bi obetimi build overhead wo ye man no. Enti ye to enim nya nsan se ye betumi nya companies o mo ye local companies betumi build high tensions and the light ye free ba bi akoba bi abra ye nkofo bi mfra manone na ye nsisa ye angasa ye dollars no. Man is on fan city depreciation and so. But before you can get to those points whereby you have local engineers capable of doing and fixing issues, you must to empower them, train them, let them get the knowledge, let them become conscious enough, let them know the basis of how you can produce and provide solutions to your society. And Addo and the MPP leadership sat down and they saw the secret, unrevealed secret about the past Ghanaian politicians, and they decided to turn it around, do different things. There be a short-term solution. Ghana, every politician that has come, short-term politicians, short-term policies. And at the end of the day, what happened? After 6 months, you find yourself again in the same trouble. You couldn't solve the trouble. Huh? 6 months solutions. 6 months way of solving problem. After 6 months, you come back to where you were. Next time when there is election, next time when we are talking to people, next time when we want to decide for someone to come and lead us, let's put the individualism apart. Let's put the personal interest apart. Let's think about the collective development, the advance. Say it, Mike, is advancement. Yes, the advancement of the whole society is more and superior than Onkwadi Obenya. Yes. Abusiempo a yetimi temi wi atemi yo. Abusiempo a ye wo mi. Pese wo nko a wo ye obi ode ne ho wo abusiam. So SK, wish you good luck, bro. Yes, wish you good luck. Why say abusiempo a ye wo mi? Say wo nko a na wo ye obi a ode wo ho a. Look at what happened. Can you live peacefully? Can you live peacefully? You can't, because you have problems surrounding you. Sanity society. Enti upese unkwa na ohunto wa ka papa kura woto a wuntumi ntwima ohun nya ode. Na no mote say yese Ghana billionaire sikani bi ode Rose Wars kakraka bi akwakoboduam. Samote adentia because ono na nya ne ho. But the environment now team no enye omo enye omo ho environment. Inti aka akwa na this aka no nam so no. It doesn't fit for purpose. You go out of the road. Ube free kwa no makobodua mampa because the roads and the society that you are living no, it is not fit for that car. Megana sika for onye sika be company mo obi anya adwuma ye no dey talk us. That is not what I'm talking about. So Abusia, the MPP lead administration, the MPP ideology of governance is what we should keep on and admit, say, if we want things to change to become better than what we are living, how we are now, no, that means, say, we must keep on pushing the agenda of Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bawumia to come and lead us and make sure, say, the empowerment prana Addo to make sure, say, the youth in the country will start becoming problem solvers in the country. No, it's possible. Because it's not possible there. Remember, say, we will always keep on and becoming dependents of the Western world. And until we become independent from the Western world, we can never and ever have freedom, economic freedom, to decide and develop our country. Because one day, one time, now, Yashada Koma, what them call agencies, forest agencies, near Koma Musika, no more downgrade you. Now investment in that Tiaba form. Also until until we are able to make sure, say, there will be more STEM schools, there will be TVET, we can have a great lawyers, great judges, we can have a society made up of a lot of, you can say 100% schooled, but anya no, you know 75-80% graduate what them call citizens are. Hey, me we forget. Your country is damn. Untumin developing Kobabia. Your group will be so. Some video na ya mesre. I was mesra mun fanche. Video na mahuni for a long time. Your group will be so. Wow, me be our me ma wo hweme. Unim sa broche ha ye wo. U kaka. Now it is a fire service. Yo Emmanuel asuma do me mo akwaba. Sansa Patrick Usu ansa me mo akwaba pa Richard Apia wo suma akwaba pa. Abrochi aye wo. O kaka. Now te popin fire service so, police so, ambulance so. You obi na be catch us pack. Wa na be pack. Yes, I package never be original. Wow, be baby or do can be package. Ambulance, no, fire service car, police car, no, be your baby afa. The boy also me boy. But the only video to your platform, no, so a Jimmy for be asset fire. Fire service if we're baby doing a jana. Omo broko kwai na se attack fire services for no. Say omo konko dumu jana. Adentia. Their minds and their knowledge is low. They live in the Homo erectus era, the era of what them call yes sapiens, so and yes sapiens simple. They are Homo habilitas and Mokai, that old age. How can you develop a country like that? So, Bahima or Ma Bahima Nana Ajman, Mwakwab. I didn't catch him on Fancher Miriano. I wish I come on Soka Krameba.
Sana this year, after the elections.
Me dear, our
you know, say a drew election timer. Na amanyo kubia pray. Nti ne obeka bia ama nipa akoma adane ama o eno na obeka. Nti entra now the film. No cry now the film. Ya the frefra. No cry no ho yenka na ya the intro film. Na emrepi no say edru election timer. Na amanyo kubia pray. Nti ne obeka bia ama nipa akoma adane ama o eno na obeka. Nti entra now the film. No cry now the film. Ya the frefra. No cry no ho yenka na ya the intro film. Na
or something like that, because the thing about government investment and expenditure is the money doesn't come from anywhere, it comes from ourselves. And especially you have a country where the number of people who know that they must pay a tax on income do not exceed 30% of the population. Almost 70% of the population pay only indirect taxes. And so you either have to go and knock the shop and take a daily rate, and at the end of the year we are all supposed to go and file our taxes and declare our incomes, and you say, okay, you pay 1,000 Ghana, you pay 500, you pay this. 70% or more of our people don't file their tax returns. And so the only way you can raise money really is through the tax system. And the only way you can get everybody to contribute is through indirect taxes. And indirect taxes include like consumption of petroleum products. And so those who consume more, if you have a V8 and you buy more petrol, then you're paying more tax. If you sit in a trotro, you're paying less tax because 15 of you are in the trotro using the same fuel. And so those are some of the things that we're faced with. It's not every decision that would be popular. But what was I elected for as president? To take popular decisions? If I took popular decisions to make you happy with me, this country would be in the ground by now. They're tough decisions. I mean, do I take pleasure in imposing taxes on people as if, you know, you just take a pleasure in doing it?
John Mahama, don't come and do for that for all. Sikeni wa sikeni ho. Whoever will be the finance minister, let Ghanaians know there's no money. This is what we came to inherit. The money we have, we cannot buy crude. So we are going to shed power. They also want to Ghana on call. They will say about 2028 or 2020 in this one 20 and this. Mabodam. Yet to chrome her, yasoson kwasi asamso. People are forced to do things. When people too legitimately are doing things to help the country, money is so. Mr. John Mahama, this is my advice to the NDC government. Do not
understand what and movie I say I just say expiry date also a trouble now MPP are buying national bar for stock. Omo de sa emono. Omo pese obia be hu expiry date ninti say emona say. Omo de bottle foforo. No mo hwe emona say na gum. And omo de akoye secondary schools. My duty in my faith is against LGBTQ. My Assemblies of God. If we say the faith I have, Empany say Bema, Bewari Bema, Oba Bewari Oba.
A few moments later.
Very last platform, I would speak about this matter.
I hope myself too.
I believe that this matter has been overflogged and it is being pushed just to suit a certain parochial political agenda. See, irrespective of my personal opinions on homosexuals, the constitution of this country remains supreme.
More pause, please.
The constitution remains supreme, and the constitution of this country enjoins that everybody has rights and that their rights must be protected. It's actually one of the preambles to the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. The International Declaration of the Rights of Persons and all of that, you know. And so the point is, the Constitution determines that every human being should have rights.
Okay.
It doesn't go ahead to break down if the human beings should be straight or gay.
That is for the country to determine, individual countries.
Yes, that is for individual countries to determine. Look, Ali, I believe that the amount of time we have, and this is a challenge to the Ghanaian media. I think the media is the fourth estate of the realm.
Of course.
And they have a duty of entertaining and educating people at the same time. Edutainment, they call it. We must pick, we must pick issues which are of necessity to the Ghanaian people. The amount of airtime we have wasted, I call it wasted, not spent. Talking about gays. When we have pertinent issues of water, pertinent issues of power, we have potential petrol prices going up. Look, those are the things which bother the Ali or what?
Everybody, the truck pusher,
everybody,
the shine boy, Kaya.
Akwele who sells Kelewele, or is it Enyonam who is doing anybody?
Bush Canteen.
Look, those are the issues. Beans. They don't care whether the president's friend who published his book is gay. No, they want to have portable drinking water. They want to have electricity when they turn on the switches in their homes. These are the things we must be discussing. How, as a country, we can have consensus and move forward and solve these problems. And you see, for me, these petty issues which score people very.
I needed to drink some little water. But now I have to drink water. Asemana yek. What yasma His Excellency Kai? Video wait enya wati.
Or something like that. Because the thing about government investment and expenditure is the money doesn't come from anywhere. It comes from ourselves. And especially you have a country where the number of people who know that they must pay a tax on income do not exceed 30% of the population. Almost 70% of the population pay only indirect taxes. And so you either have to go and knock the shop and take a daily rate. And at the end of the year, we're all supposed to go and file our taxes and declare our incomes. And you say, okay, you pay 1,000 Ghana, you pay 500, you pay this. 70% or more of our people don't file their tax returns. And so the only way you can raise money, really, is through the tax system. And the only way you can get everybody to contribute is through indirect taxes. And indirect taxes include like consumption of petroleum products. And so those who consume more, if you have a V8 and you buy more petrol, then you're paying more tax. If you sit in a trotro, you're paying less tax because 15 of you are in the trotro using the same fuel. And so those are some of the things that we're faced with. It's not every decision that would be popular, But what was I elected for as president? To take popular decisions? If I took popular decisions to make you happy with me, this country would be in the ground by now. They're tough decisions. I mean, do I take pleasure in imposing taxes on people as if, you know, you just take a pleasure in doing it?
The intellectual dishonesty. Someone will be. We have an intellectual dishonesty. You are forcing. Enya papa when during campaign or say about way the tax here gumo soto do mobre. When an Americano, we and an Americano say, abang etiki tough decisions to make sure that the society will remain on its stand. But by so doing, no, abang, he must also prepare the grounds for the development of the people, empowerment of the people. And then another Dr. Bawumia ya Ghana for your CNTS, ye pedi yebedia wune. Mahama na wabase se dear no babaye. Where is he going to take the money from to make you feel good? Why bottom no go for free? But when Addo was in power, people were trying to make us believe, say, Ghana for your cocoa. There were diamond, there were timber, there were bauxite, there sansu were lithium. Until ni kwan sen ka yen kurapono, yen the yenje tax. Now my question remains this. How many engineers and our war mine no more? Omo ankasa. And what their system to extract the gold from the soil. Minka garanti asemo. Ye kose asase asem na meka. Abusia mesremo men like video no mesremo a. Enipa dodo se na wo man no mu a. Obu kotwa timber ni wi a apart from so omo be paipai na omo aton dia ma abrofo no. Dodo se na wonim de wonyansa wa adwene wo how they can use that wood to create a kind of say product ubetumi asere in the system they solve the problem. Ya pioneer na free Ghana na de kwa bruchire. Na yakofa nkonia stuffing chairs na free bruchire e de aba Ghana. We export raw materials and we go and buy the finished product from the people that we exported the needed materials to produce them. Sir, are you listening to me? But this man, such intellectual dishonest man, because of power that he wants to enjoy, because of private jet that he wants to embark on, because of his family and friends, a presidential journey or mobile, because of nipa binuma or more trying or more pesika dintino, they will tell you, say, abanya ordinary NINC former, or making sure to make sure, say, we will create people in our society who can use our own natural resources to create employment, solve our common problems. You know, they are doing nothing good for us. Koko mano, oti koko mani we are na wasisawe. Bonso benye skadi aya oniema. Ghana for the door say ene wonim dia ombetumi afa boxer dia free form. Anane na mana ba be ye dade. Ede dade ni bia ye da sene na wo no da sene na wo yusu no wo fie no. Aluminium wa bronia ye no woni krom. A yakwa akoto de aba no. Ene na ye dada yes sign fa nane no de ye da sene mo udidim. But boxer de na wo no efu krom. You hear what I mean? You hear what I mean? And I think, sir, every Nelikoi, the dialogue about politics, should be changed from Albert, I'm doing very great. Thank you. Samson Amele, Mare Belle, Thomas, Mwakwabapa. I think that every Neko, the political discussion, the campaign messages, should move from I would give you to we are going to. Who boxer adresha asasena se na wonni nipa obo man wo mo nim de kwan ombe fa so a ombe yusu sa boxer de aye bibibi ama yatumi ye de asov ya nkasa ye pankasa fa ko ya de bi ehu bia o ubetumi transform the boxer into something that will be useful in the society. I betumi generate local market ama yenya so mfaso ama sikana sakureti amanga asa. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Abrochire might be obekosubia. They produce their own cars. Yes, there is international trade. And I'm suma Italy for Timito, Germany for car. But Germany for also talk Italy for car. Spain for omo produce omo am kasa omo car. But to German car, Samsung German for to Spain car. And when the market is like this, it is good for each country. But the say, every petty needs of your citizens, it is solely imported. You will always remain poor and you always remain a slave and dependent to the decisions. A man for be better no decided. But it's like we don't want to hear the reality. The person who will talk about the reality will be considered as a liar because ye who be that, ye nti be that, ye nyanya nyansani bi mana meka sanchre o meka nyansan to ye tim. Ye nyanya ndefo bi owo gidie wo ye mu. O believe strongly wo ye mu say ye nso ye nipa. Ebetumi aye de amanfo bi no mo ye bi mana ye ye nya bi dent no de ebeka sa asem na kire ne yenji ni yesi nipa no oyekohweni otwantro oka asem anya no kure but nipa na oye de underestimate our ability and our capacity as a human being no is the person that we cherish yenyare. Yenyare. Yenyare miya yetu yenyare. Now listen. Common ties. Ties ya yedi tie yefiem. Common ties are the tie. We were buying them higher than a D. We were importing them from outside. But because of lack of knowledge, it took this Nana Danko Akufo-Addo government to import Chinese company that are producing ties in the country. Wouldn't that be much better if there was a Ghanaian who has the knowledge to transform this, what they call stones, into what we call a finished product? What is wrong with us? Sister Coach, Mwakwaba pa. They're the high. Abusia message say ne and your first time I never like it video no and your first time so I never like it message say like video no but more than so be subscribe our channel no so na wa hit the notification bell say the be member life pay so no ma be obia no ubenya atin kan be ewurade nyankopon mo mfa nche me ubenya manebo Ubenya man the boss say ya day. Yaba now I join here. That is what we are talking about. Entiabusha. Especially we must try to make sure say say we don't have the technology here and tall government are not interested in getting us the technology. Offend say just a minute. Yentiana free education for invente machine dialysis. What do you think is the outcome of that? Yentiana free education for students. Omo na omo produce drones to deliver medical whatever to the people. Met bra abana ni abra ope kwan obefa so obema o man na pagya ne ntoma pa na wafira na wakọ nanim na ye nyina ye ho atoye no enkrofo bi aduane o mbedi nti ai enkrofo bi aduane bi o mbenya di enti no they were there preaching against the initiatives of the government. Ai asempa na meka Abujan, for just a minute, Mr. Moa. I'm trying to figure. Abanani Abra, or empower the youth in the country to become knowledgeable, to solve our problems in the society. No? And this, if was a table, kakalakabi or more partner who didn't know. Abana more na home order. Aye. Asempana me catch it up. Unjini, look at them. So, Yeni Abrena, now some people were praying for the day they can have the possibility to sit and eat with the President John Dramani Mahama and thinking about how they can spend your money more. And I think, sir, the messages that we have to send across should be more how we can transform this country from where we are to a different level. Abusia, on this segment, Mama Fancy and I am Koyanim. Martin Sembia and Tiasi ye. Momentie. MPP from Pemfasha say can't sembunoma. They are shocking me. I'm shocked. Yentie video.
Okay. Say uko election, whether you win or lose, that first 2 weeks, ukasa. Me, that's what I'll say.
Right.
Mini akoko na nya asem ketua o.
Adai, unkasa. So ukasa so ukasa we express na free.
Because eno na mekoka ya obi kura ga say Paul na faculty YouTube na obenya na mse. Yes is cabinet na me.
Na say wo nya
me go through no na me ka.
Na be so afa no comedy.
What you say? They na me komi mu no. Ena na me ka ho asem o.
Ba man for dwen say na wo joku o.
Hwe, me joku.
Sa.
Na elections no ye de hu wura mu o. Na bibia no chese ye di nkunim. What the American na say? With a flag bearer, a fantastic man. Onu be ye public servant and I say vice president. Ni hu ninki kanwa ni hu ni asem. What you say? Okasa. What him say? Yes, Papa is a man of vision. O you to her. Ni a fire running mate, perfect. What you say? A friend is a manifesto committee, campaign committee, and a campaign coordinators, and some executives. Bibia were in line.
But mom pay yana.
I know na meba hui.
Mom pay.
Me say I know na meba hui.
Because
so
JFK. JFK chese mulusu spiritually. The hono. I say maybe so. I'm watching Mukaka. My inti JFK.
Martin.
Aya. Ene me for finish. Se bia so fufu a omudima party no. Sunsumo. E say about to e koto yen. Fozi. Me say enye nso.
Okay. Ohun say
sunsumo no ma ye adwuma.
Okay.
Bi betin ma ye adwuma ntimi nyama but dem hu na make.
Yeah.
Spiritually we lost the elections. If it's a sebi asofophobia na so mo so igina maye. Sebi ye maame mu bia omo kom na so bompaye. Ye papa mo kom na so bompaye ma party omo te dai. If it's the bufu e de ewo. If it's a foxy enko ba se 16 regions. I say NPP for FA4 frefro mo ho sa abane enkoto.
Enti spiritually, but OCA statistics band surveys are all my based on economic hardship. Yeah, who spirituality be out? You didn't know Mamoka say a spiritual.
Me say so to so as a being sure. Say body, soul, and spirit. Do you see your spirit? Do you see your soul? So how are you expecting to see your soul? But onozo did you ma pa boa
how would I know so we didn't do man we need Juma? I
don't know me say. I don't
better who's who are Bawumia now more.
Me say I didn't know quite sorry because I had
said the Oko Sum Yami.
Ewo Nyami Ojina ho. Nyami is a spirit. So you present yourself unim say 3 no 2 na kan count. Na ma ko jina ho. Then that spirit will deal with God.
Enti munyankopon pa mo ana.
Enya nyankopon ne pa yo. Asema o kan ye no. Wo say ye wo asofo bi. Ye wo he maamefuo bi, ye papafuo bi a wo mo bompa ye ma party no. Ba ko ni Reverend Owusu Bempa a ye che no wa agrada ho.
Enti mu che ni kotum ne ha dwene ho.
Oh. Me see se ena se wo hwe enema edigina so che papa yi. Na hwe enema ekoso a ye ntimi nche nipa ba ko pekra ya ye papa Owusu Bempa bone.
MPP aye Owusu Bempa bone.
Ah, na hwe de ene wa hu se ma wo kan na video a wo boye. Umbo video bi say o say okotwa AGA fo mpanifo ti e de aye chen. Aseni kom na wo de montwan yakoche no.
Now I feel a video na pie.
Video ni bada ben.
Me I saw it yesterday.
Na yesterday na hu ya. We no na hu
for investigations and arrest.
It has been there. O just say na dan pare a na enimu no. Ah, no Owusu Bempa ko gina agrada fie. Say maba da bia wo social media e na wodidi matem e de maba oyire ko onya obi ebu a wupia oyire timi bo minim e na de kumi o kwam na de kume ene de wan kumi amenko ye nya bi ye bi ofie boza do nsa gu achime nya ohwe sa na wo ye iti sa de Owusu Bempa ko ye ni ache no na wuti Owusu Bempa asem a oka o say in the process ni ye pese e bon pa ni e bon ya homache what you say
say na mo ana mo
me se wonu na eka see a person born down party person born pania ahumate Afei no osa yare the same process o okoda hospital na owusu bempa o Reverend owusu bempa o near the handcuff abon nsa bombam nyame nipa
na mo
awa agrada ho
mo ehu se na
agrada sika gari agrada ho
eti mo ehu se na oye mo sofo a mo spiritually
no na se si no me say yen kopa ne chew ne yedi kan me Paul me di kan pa ne chew se yanye ne ye kura se ye chi no wa agrada ho ne ye chi no sika gari maame no ene ye chi wo wusu bempa ho o ti ase yanye ne ye asem to obi a me Bible quotation minim se me wo fa opo ma beboa me a ese Chronicles wo baby yesi se eboa mo hunhun mu a Moso mo ewo aniso mebo
agogo ze
What you say
Paul pese o mo mu ni mesre mi anaju ya utechi na me na obebuza mi aya o ka je mo pe o mo mu ni mu abonti we ga he na wan go onu he ba no go
eti dia manfo ye ma ye hunhun mu no
right
I was ye so ebu mo wani so abra sem ato wo mo ye ni papa na ndi
eti apart from Owusu Bempa
Kofi Amponsa so a
ono so mo ye ne bon
so for Kofi yeah we did not me say and Kofi bomb pie mayen
omunyina
obia so ukoka na unteje wa yadu wasi wo kan kwankyere no a de wasi odi akwankyere nim koye ma no obia mfi no ba me wa nya me kan asem a ye ho niema
e de ni ma mo ye
ni nyina ya duro ni bia
eduro ben
spiritual ye blindfold wa wu hwe o
ehfo ne blindfold
oh now opponent because okoye niema
ye we independent
NDC na wo munya kwa na asiedu kata nam ho no malam kasie mu a asiedu kata wo ye malam
musuru no
me se wo ye malam o ti ase wo nam ho no wo ye malam kasie o ti ase nya se ye suro no but enuro ni nwa ho anyina papa na ye
oye no
onu nanim eti the JFK asema wo kan I subscribe
mo akohwem
because anyema course on ti ase
na so wo ti ase
ade a won ti ase won fa nyame nipa wu a won ka se fa ase da ma
bi nyame na etwi mu aso se Ghana fo su
abusianfo wahu this issue of spiritualism wine and people from painful munya de when mugu manimase mugu manimu ase party chenchirenche party kakraka party kese party a eba emagana mansesa party de betra Ghana konwa so a amansan ewiase amansan ani ba oman a yefa ne Ghana so no it is not about spirituality minwia munya de mo ye no we must stand firm and fight against the ignorance of the citizens jimini adokoro amanfo na o se ye nka wa se mo hu dawuro Jimino adokro Ghana for munim near my papa or mun to me measure good from the bad no and on I am more dauro. Me personally I prefer say people about the upa for long years na able to me assist the minds of the people more than say yadi e ho beje sa atrofo akọ asofofo awudifo yi yadi ensa be ko hye won ase na omo be kreti artificial election won na e wo se wo nye de omo pema won nye sa ye be san akasa akire ya sore ma na ya sore ma to abati na wasan aba opposition ye koya na ye bai. If the MPP want to win power and develop the country, we must to get rid of all those foolish men who call themselves men of God, thieves, fraudsters, deceivers, criminals, men of no shame, and I'm afraid. Hey, JFK, you've lost a lot of my respect. I swear to my God. You've lost a lot of my respect because of assembly Akwakani Babi Amati about this spiritualism. Who the hell do you think, man, you are? Fucked up. We want to educate the man in the country to understand and know, say, you must vote consciously, not influenced by somebody. Ubetna kunyo man wa jo mana sinebo. The open or see a man, the obeke say one yana or yede or treteo. Why? Kwasi ampanyi ultimu kujino baba CF you could treat to so be kumno. Am I in tune? What is the name of this man? Your friend is saying. Sako your friend is saying. Sako na bo ni video friend is saying. Oyare, who say uko NDC, no ni NDC for unko yejuma. Uni munyansa. Oyare. Why any spiritual man? Who? Osubempa. Why? That favoritism. Any cartel be a say courtism be a nkwasiafu ye creating or my more or more say or minor. No political party have to affiliate themselves with them. We must get rid of them. Bullshit. I would say. Any power about Sukusia sorry diamond. Or should be passing an Addo Nkosia sorry dime from Mano. Yen Gigi come through here in the bottom near Fancosia sorry diamond. No uncle Framan for me no wiomo. You support that stupid thing. Huh? What is the name of this man? Okay, Nanadi, a friend of Matawase. Why do we have to? I didn't tell you for you think question boy and to say yes. Boy, do you do Tikoshas? You won't mean PM free hobby. And Crofoya would your mood dinty party, political party be a war, mine on person for no dono. Na party neba power or more to me kwanya di bonnet. Now, who JFK? Hey, about na yet 2 years you lose you know. Me, myself, I did not wanted to blame you. I told myself, say, but I mean, your phobia, shas, yes, among resign. Man can be that because I believe, say, a kind another shas, I know can freeze 8 good years and say, would Ghana for team say no correct. Say free education make my possible. So when we lost the election, I told myself, say, Ghana for be no man dwenen lumpempen so bia nyansa semtimi wuro mutim. Ah, okay. Ashanti Regional Communication Officer. Oh, damn. I never would answer. Asante Frank Mpianko Tuaba would the no mahai. These are the men, stupid men, very stupid people. Me, Jeff, I didn't want to blame you because I know, sir, it takes a long time to make people understand the initiatives, the new era. So I didn't blame you. But Jeff, so to me, what radio show say spirituality be the melusu election. JFK, you've done. You don't only the boldness enough to lead that party. Nyama oyare. Bibi, how are you know? You don't know where we come from. You don't know your rules. Who name what the MPP party represent? Hey, who to me traba because spirit na amayako opposition. Spirit bang. Jimmy, spirit no do send me pio to abano. Mumen kanyan sanchire ye ho. Mumen kano kurenchire ye ho. Mumaya admit what is wrong with ourselves, and the truth will set us free. Spirit bang. Why you go for usubem paba? Crofo a trofo way, deceiver way. Who go find out by Omran people made day. Let him go with the NDC. More papa we are Kwenya man and send me to me one next MPP government should be able. We must deal with the reality on board. Face the fact. Be honest with ourselves. Owusu Bempa cannot solve problems in the party. The party must to sit up. That is what we need. Munya nkwasia promises na muye campaign amoye no. Talk to the people, tell them the truth. Mahama na abanwe entumi ntran konyaso for more than 4 years. NDC will go in opposition because of the promises that they made. And if we do the same mistake and we come power in 2028, by 2032, we will be in opposition again. Moyare, Jimmy, Momayankano Kureno. Adrobay, Adronu free. Adronu free. Momo sakwa we. Momo kahubi na santefu mpianko tuaba. Munim dia mo ye. Abushia mahiti mo menchaso. Mama phone license to na mo free. No. This is not acceptable. This is not acceptable. We are pure nonsense. Pure nonsense. Why? Owusubempa. Oko fana mana baba yedai. Na wa hu dampare. Police ni dampare. Police panyini dampare. Wo dampare. You are the most luckiest IGP in the history of the Fourth Republic. Yato helicopter mi ensama. Yes, see a police dayan ho do the amount. Yes, yatoto motors the amount unkura. Yatoto camera the amount. Ya build the yankan say digital room, strong room the amount was a police officer. You are the person that we innovated the headquarters of the Ghana police. You are the most luckiest police IGP in the history of Ghana. Every police station under your time was given a car. We built more police stations across the whole country. We do fudiene kakra obedi in a position as IGP. Oti wana uti nkwasi asem. No man gisi for afaga na bombo. Abushia mabie phone lines na tumutu mfre. Na wachire wadre. Enough is enough. Yeah. These guys will let me go mad. Mama men fancy ana emfre. Hey, phobia na ufre ha. Hey, ya sebo. Ne phobia be trouble about for phobia. Hey. Oh, RAZ Media. Aja with you.
Pokodiye.
Nyamena dum, mahiti bro. Mahiti.
As then can you go on the RAZ Media as a mistake agenda we say. Your leaders will know here and cophobia. First of all, my main chair what you put in a chair. Yamin should have what you have fantastic analysis. Medium pay. Ubi or your program or your analysis. Why are the Yamin Shroud?
Amen.
Unsa Mr. Agenda we. This is Bia, Mitawubiu, RAZ Media, Mitawubia. Nemo and Ukraine me pay. And sir, as someone me start here me kayeno. And now better now, who is to be one? You see, what will leadership Paukuta?
Oh, my papa, oh, my yare.
Go leadership Paukuta.
Oh, my yare.
And the semi-term TV tsunami Kasa, me fire. And it's all for me member. Me Taobi and a semi Taobi. And Ukwana me pay. So to look at TV, so General Secretary. When I CEO of the party.
Yeah.
Ekatre a man sanse. And you do. And if you lesson. Look at this.
AMS.
Look at this.
AMS.
Look at this.
A complete mess. My dream to me a complete mess. Mess.
What is it? Yeah, near to social media, a campaign or the theater from. And I RAZ Media, and I'm a
Oh, now mama watane koto about the say we don't have to talk.
now it's radio, so it's TV, so come every day, MPP, every day, MPP. They say to do the and you know, because you campaign, you move, do any of you. Now, Yakotoaba, because they do. One will lead the now Kutano.
Yeah.
And I make fire. And you crow and you crack Kudona Mekano. Lead the way the leader with me say. So could I lead away weaker, opa of a handbra, I'm telling you. Because only you weak.
They are easy to be intimidated, bro.
Now what your opponent, Etreto, Yababu, Yabeku, Yabeu say. I don't know to me, went to me a wada. Now, one who's suffering from a real contractive so the cat may say, a true. Hi, I'm in pain in a one in chain. I mean, RAZ Media, that's it.
Me da also asibe with the media. Me da say no unfair. Take care, bro. Abusia ya bie phone lines na tum. Utumi frɛ na watchre wadwen. Eha RAZ Media GH. Me sanso live Kennedy Ajapon Junior on Facebook. Line no and the download to me for now watch the wadring. Kama afa ensema ye kan ho. Aha. Mesela so fra na amo participation now aye cool. Na bibia ako kama said there was say nko. Abusia ne yakasa yakan nsem bebre. But listen to this. Answer now be be friend only just listen to this. Where is this Mahama video? Tio, what is Tio Mahama.
Or something like that, because government
Abusian for master say phone lines near Biatum. Who to me free now watch the word and kama. Yeah, yanko.
Investment and expenditure is the money doesn't come from anywhere, it comes from ourselves. And especially you have a country where the number of people who know that they must pay a tax on income do not exceed 30% of the population. Almost 70% of the population pay only indirect taxes. And so you either have to go and knock the shop and take a daily rate. And at the end of the year, we're all supposed to go and file our taxes and declare our incomes. And you say, okay, you pay 1,000 Ghana, you pay 500, you pay this. 70% or more of our people don't file their tax returns. And so the only way you can raise money, really, is through the tax system. And the only way you can get everybody to contribute is through indirect taxes. And indirect taxes include like consumption of petroleum products. And so those who consume more, if you have a V8 and you buy more petrol, then you're paying more tax. If you sit in a trotro, you're paying less tax because 15 of you are in the trotro using the same fuel. And so those are some of the things that we're faced with. It's not every decision that would be popular. But what was I elected for as president? To take popular decisions? If I took popular decisions to make you happy with me, this country would be in the ground by now. They're tough decisions. I mean, do I take pleasure in imposing taxes on people as if, you just take a pleasure in doing it?
Etimiya, Papa Weyana during campaign time, or say abanage taxes for them too much. But look at this. Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bawumia initiatives to implement the Ghana card agenda was to solve this problem. So, you were problem solver and a complainer. Yes. Ghana card, and I tin number, piano. The reason for the Ghana card was to do this. So what are we talking about? There is difference between a problem solver and a complainant. That is what we have. Here about sister Deborah. Mami
Hello.
Hello, Mami. Good evening.
Michiao. Good evening.
A tear for you, Joe.
Any tear for you.
In I Joe, so come.
About when MPP for Omo General Secretary, no.
Yeah.
JFK.
Yes.
Wednesday, no. Tamomo yes our program or wound to me way. Me share your or wound to me so or kasai.
Okay.
Or kasara me say. Yeah. I think say Wednesday and Thursday move back home. Now me say what a general secretary of a whole party let me abekasa say about Omohani own party. He's not fit to be a general secretary.
Absolutely no.
No. And somehow about spiritual the spiritual aspect of woman and they say Nyankopon who say sa MDC the way many break out more your margin says so many renew beka mojegu. And Nyankopon ankasa far fine spiritually anyway. It has got nothing to do with any prophecy na pastor. Oh, look about pastors no put a job for what? What in pastors I was the MPP for almost so. What pastors snap Bawumia Lucy no mukoho.
Yeah.
And a bomb pie.
Yeah.
They are behind the scene praying for the party. And now more face eyes showing faces pastors no. Omuniano, they are there for their own benefit. And I say, make compliment is as way that I will say. Former President Kufuor no see a sorry diamond.
Yeah. That was one of the reasons. Yeah.
Into he was coming for his own benefit.
Yeah.
Wamba say, "Yeah, I'm committed." Say, "Yeah, okay." Nyankopon ache me say, "Yeah, we." Omo Bawumia winning no mo ko ninchen. Omo ka say de bia for the past we omo na bompire and they are not going to stop. No, those are the pastors are behind the scenes. Bawumia have to deal with them.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's necessary. Necessary.
Yeah.
Necessary. Nine down na masori hana we omumbwa. Sa pastors na Nyankopon pese onu besiswa. Sa pastors na behind the scenes. Omu show many but omu prayer room omu dimau.
Yeah.
Omu prayer room omu bedia ma wa bibia beko yenya we mo mbetida ho. We mo any prophecies simple no more. Prediction.
Yeah.
Predictions. They are giving predictions.
And in common more did was say, you know.
Yes. Inti say as a whole way I don't there is no spiritual realm.
No. There is spirituality in it.
Yes, but not this way fake pastors, no.
Absolutely.
And I was like, what the way, spiritual way, because almost they are false way prophets.
Yes.
They are not good pastors.
Absolutely.
The only spiritual way I believe this and Nyankopon who say and NDC they were power way possessed.
Yeah.
They will do anything. And by this time, Ghana and Moja the way are done able to do. Nyankopon who and on man, it has got nothing to do with some prophecies now. Software and now mobile man share and mobile fee and mobile man. It has got nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
It has got nothing into Munja is uncross.
Exactly. The word that you said.
Now, JFK, or what's now why? After the asset or Casa against a Kufuor. Listen, really, there are some people are snakes. They are snakes. Almost no better now, almost no best. But at the end, they are just pretending.
They have an agenda behind.
Yes, because another before I made the manifesto. Because so we are party general secretary. Yeah, one komobi wakwa a course behind closed doors.
Yes.
Sanko ye grandpa won't be better now. Can say, Enna, some obia, obi oni mo beka se na mesoni ye Lucy eno. Juma in sema mekana Juma medio. And then A+. now 2 weeks ago, A plus by now then as that time one responded.
Yeah.
So popping in that banter words are A plus. Oh yeah, like that be cry into MPP for almost no money and like purging the whole week, purging the whole system. And was so much because they are rather taking the party backwards. Party anyway.
Medasi mame. Medasi bebre. Yabati ahonka. Bye. Yeah, and you know, your sister Deborah actually said, we don't need to bring back these men because they are fake men. Yes, we must to concentrate. Say, because and what made even Dr. Bawumia to come out and announce early say, Walusuno. Me and you were not there. You need access to security info. So, and the man Dr. Bawumia Babon Tenekro na so ye se walusu abra na yisinyam enye den e na so ye no. If you are a sensible person, it should tell you something. Say there was something behind. Yes, there was something behind. A factor. Burkina Faso for no, ya tore no more actually ho. Russia for no more tete. Border ho. Nyan sem nyan betimi aka moment to aso. Me efre mame Esther K Barima. Fiora ba kope. Mami emo akwa ba.
Mr. Good evening.
Good evening to you, mami. What is it?
Yes, I do. I'm crying away, and madam.
Yeah, very well. We are doing very well. Thank you.
Mr. Mafu.
Mami.
Omana, your friend, Mother Ghana.
Yeah.
Ebi mu wɔ hɔ a ɔmo mpɛ kuro no yie.
Yeah.
Obi wɔ hɔ a ɔte ɔman no mu a ɔno ne deɛ ne sɛ he should pray evil.
Yeah.
Na ɔmfa nya ne ho. Sɛ ɔman no bɛsɛnke. Sɛ ɔman no bɛyɛ den. It doesn't concern him or her.
Yeah.
Ne deɛ ne sɛ maame mpɔtrɛti deɛ menya interest ayɛ den. Every mu interest citizens na ɔmo adwene mu ɛyɛ ano.
Yes.
So what you say?
Yes.
Ebi mu agenda ɔmo kuta wɔ kurom hɔ no. Metumi ama wɔ example bebree for example deɛ ɛno a woyɛ show ya papa yi a ɔkɔtena sɛ adekoro ɛkwan. Ada hɔ a na Mahama mɛyɛ no. President Mahama mɛyɛ no. That gives you a shock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Say, ɔpanyin tena hɔ ɛyɛ saa adeɛ wei a akola a ɔyɛ young baby no ɔba bɛyɛ a ɛna ɛyɛ different. So what you say?
Yeah.
Yɛsi so ɛnyɛ saa na yɛ character teɛ.
Dabi.
But sisi a Mr. Mafo yɛma sika.
Yeah.
Ɛni brɛ ama yɛtɔn yɛ nimonyam yɛ dignity. Destroy Mother Ghana. Yɛkyi wɔ ma no kɔ akyi. Ne nyinaa yɛ hwan a asɔfo ɛne mpanyinfoɔ ne bi ɔmo wɔ kurom hɔ. The leaders are destroying Mother Ghana. Ɔmo tumi nyɛ dɛ ɛndwene ɛnkasa future sɛ ifi nyame mba yɛ future bi wɔ hɔ ma nkɔla nana. Upasa wudie sika na wuwia no wudi kwahene.
Yeah.
Can't you feel sorry for the country? So anasa munim say ekro wo build there na hokuo ebe fo sika atake abakro mo ho ama monya sika na.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anasa wagya kro na to ho na wo build ye na wagya kro na to ho no. Da bia wo wia mu sika wo fam ododode edukosie no ene be ma hoho bia bakrom ho ana Dubai na mo fa ka ko ho no mo ko ana mo fa plane ko na mo ko timoni no mo ko wasam widie mu no Dobano, and yet the pastor man and junior.
Yeah.
Dobani a cremoni a year chrono.
Yes.
A sister chrono. A tresse, Mumpany Fona Mutuana, Mupo, Mana Brono, Mumu Famuya, Jimmy for.
Yeah.
The Pamuchow, Penifua Musemi, Manuko Kotria. Come born in Chami, but it's a bad time. I was here, Catherine Musa. They are destroying the country.
Yeah.
Who's Faria? Who your media? Who got now? Who console? Now, what can Nase, about where you way, about where you way, when you know and you knew the truth is there, but you can't bust it out.
Yeah.
Just because of presidential, so would there be ambition? Yeah, fair, a bind of a wouldn't say President Mahama cannot build the country.
Yeah.
As to me, day, so football Brunani, just because when a
promise. I promise no. I call where your friend. I call where your friend Randiabe. Good morning, Ghana.
My pass aquano, me say, man, shine it that. Good morning, me shine it that, or was coming, shine it that. Because me Mr. Dilipa,
yeah,
and son, Mr. Do 1 to 1 now will never be our canon to mamma. And now, dear, me do by you cry. So what I say, a dinner rambiad binimu or cocoa, and ya one yet in our
I honor that question. Another American.
I almost selfishness. That media fool will be play. Just because Nana don't first Kana Mawom. Namuamu Subanim said, Nanadu was building the children for future.
Yes. Transformation agenda.
And now presidential staff be a more per will. On to me and told you not a banner. Now, Messi Yami or on Casta, Emma or my Ghana, my because the person said the beer or penny be no, but it's your mana. That's a shiftful way, our Muku man, actual or man quetch. At the Ghana for Adana Mama Yedi and one brother. It would to me snap them now. Go to buy, who got Taki, who got in now, cocoa to a near, and what dear young.
Clamonisu, it is so.
Aye, a hot dear, a year, a tresser, who ye mum for food, who ye destroyer, who ye disaster. Who pursue money be move forward. When ya men, won't fear woka. Who know what's the fun now? When ya ask the phone to swap, more will never be that. Because you are evil person.
Yes.
You are. I didn't be a mopasa in your phone or Moya Mopota. I mean, baby, son be premo in your phone. Because what you just said, the money you use so more. Why woman be told be dear at some mammy, woman be told what at some mammy, woman be told then and never got more money or but yeah, the one nothing know that was for some mammy. Yeah, mano. And ye yen some fun wabontin. Ye man and Yansan, your friend Yansan, you did journey, Mr. Marco. Or more IQ, now you did journey, and my yes, you will not see us so, and many Padiani and Breno. Yang and ye dear yen some fun. And see a Dunkatia, I am a basta. Samaya, me would the way I made this carbono. And frama, pen to my cotton baby. If we are still more Johnny, we are still a growing in a good beauty and more. Bonnet Henny, one more don't pursue a moment is the baby.
Yeah.
Or more pasta or more baby picture or mamma. Now, would you knew one now, would dear? Nana to buy ya, or the doctor lads, Mahmoud Bawumia buy ya, almost say, Debbie. Ghana, ye bomb a Mabruna Brony, and it's a bad hammer. I was saying, yet, so man. Not in penny for you or my equal, Musti Debbie. We are Cremonia, now what was a seer? You should be ashamed of yourself. Ma one new who papa, Na me pesa me catch us a panini bia ni wa obeba. Wo be ye gidigidi akwa di na okay se sia wo de for example. Mahama ba ye no de e no de abra anopo de so de obe ye breakfast ma o.
Ade no de be ma.
Obema wo lunch. Obema wo dinner ana supper ka ho. Bibusamo etrese obi ti omani mu a odi omana brom pese Ghana be come forward. O pese Ghana be move akọ nanim. O pese Ghana remain say business for we nyina omo ho nyina e fa omo ntua tax.
Dabi. Omo ntua tax. Omo pese omo ntua tax.
E fa omo ntua tax. Omo si omo sika no omo dia ko tax. Enye japade and no ma showcase wo public. And the TV so am mabru no ho no. Omo nia ka omo kabre. Hey, we yo.
Pressure nkwa.
Aku de ma jimi mu na yes masa boss. Yes masa honorable my ass. MPC ni ayi aya bo omu din of parliament. Omu you qualification at the same.
Enye school na bia na omukoi. Dia usu ko bi obetumi abaye te so ye ma wonko.
Because what Jimmy?
Aye. Umfata.
Because who ask you no eswa. And nkrofo we ti Ghana and omu destroy mo ye be kan so a mo me nka na mo di abrochirefo atem. Abrochirefo wo mo sa abrochirefo ne ye wa Jimmy fo ni bi so da ko wo ye mo. Neso so yanya yetia na yenya ni abre no me say me mama bo atena he me ma di taku wo politician ni bi ho.
Na me de ye den.
Me meje
Epokura nso to gumba tinye sika nyina na ye hwehwe.
Yes. Ye de ye wa ha say mon support na asama ye kan enrich nkola no. Na omunsuo nyansam firi mu ho ye no ne yesre. Enye musika fo kanka bia mo de akọ makwa je anamakọ bokro no wo ho e de benti na opanyini bi ti Ghana on pesa alaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia beba. Ask yourself, who ye babunu, who ye Muslim ni, who ye sofo. Any businessmen ni na busa wo who odie ni bana wo ma mi ton me ko busa wo say why didn't they want Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to become a president? Because he would change the dynamic.
Yes.
He would change Ghana politics. And nobody will steal again. Because all of them are thieves. They are the robbers in politician in Ghana.
Yeah. I'm robbers.
It's different. So if you have to talk about from
yeah.
It's different. But we are criminal politicians in the book room. So what you say? Omo person omani be move forward. And they knew what Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia can do. That was when they started hating him.
Yes. And the other part we say among for peopleless.
So what you say? Because the see here omo ti hono, omo de ni say obia ni wa obeye den obeba ba hwehwe wo mu ntuo
Dabi
obia ni obeba ba hwehwe wo mu secret but that paperless yin deal ni nyina ba they can't see, they only live with their salary.
Yes.
That is why they don't want the country to move on. Na me ba Miami MPP for so me be down on my Mr. Mafo
pa me tiopa
Yeye MPP for na ye wo ho na empanifo na omudi ya ni mo. E fa ye selfish. Obi e bebre pese ni nua e be ko nani. Wo ko wo ni mo no mo pulu wo san. Na ka ye papa JFK. Obi a wo fu sum nyame. Obi a wo su ye Kristo ni. Bible Christ say me nunkum Nyankopon se me chekura me pese obasum obi aka me ho
Dabi
wo me so afa no krem efa som me. You came the whole national television to say spiritual na hefa. Can you show us near spiritual?
yanko pe bi na emfa mo ye ho ban
because yenim say ahonhom fun wo ho ewiam ahonhom bone wo ho ebi mu tu enuro ebi ye all court for awo mo de eniema bebre eye den esai oman no enkanko ewo kromo just wo mu sika kakra ene wo mu kolikoli o mu de ebu ye maame ne ye papa mo wo Ghana na wo ye osahwe na wo di MPP party kakaka we ye nim utumi bue wa no kase ayi abana ye koto ye no spiritual adentina ekro ni nya 16 country you know
region no
ye region ye lose ni nyina wo ye papa JFK ye bisaw wo na amanfo afra wo me complain kwa minya wo bebre metumi diaba sa wo sesa ye beka say wo na walusu a me na me si asem wo me nka bi
ya me asa na me se me nka bi me asa
me kwa platform bi so no wo mo kan be ka sa me je me point fingers e wo bia so me problem no say what makes us lose that day no mon ko fix ade no pastor wo wo be ka dia me pesa me kira wo say wo ye osahne na wo di ani mu no me sister ofra me ka chem say omo fro kwa na ye fro ma complain on person obe answer wo call me busa JFK tam ne ye to aba no na wo hene na mu wo hene ye busa mo na mu wo hene che obi betumi aye stupid but me mama what mama tia dey I'm not stupid I'm not the fool you can't lie to me so what you say momu free say hey it doesn't matter JFK it doesn't matter say mama Bawumia mana mu amu agenda see me ye say mu agenda me che you can took that agenda and go and make against Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia you will still let that person lose because you are not powerful enough to take somebody to power who you weak JFK who you weak na ye buy a branch Paul Yando na osi wona wo kika mu wo ayi o no so kasa
yeah
munyina mu ye weak wo awrade anim
Asante regional communicator official
who you weak who you powerful enough it is a mo free some brabra mo ko pa bintina na ye ayi boys na mo ku social media so mo ye campaign mama no mo ba sisa mo ko ye adwa obi tisa Felix no mo ne ayi ya kan say RAZ no mo ne ayi wo no mo nyina mo ma sisa mo ko na mo nya mo ana mo greedy ye fra mo kra mo mfa ye me ka say luzu bebrebe no cause na MPP for mo no nim how to pick and how to speak to people no obu okwa na information bi no dey ma
yes
obu okwa pa no ati bi se bia JFK ha wo ko no obi dia de ekopo tin fine na so mo be fa nipa no ko no mo mfa ma ya homaso arrogance na wo sika na utu series ade be ma me de yedai mi busamo Alhaji ayi kakra ye nyina wo ejiwe do di 20 million do di 10 million do di t-shirt de ni nyina ye de ko ye ye be gina ha be kasa ye ya me kasa just because we want the party to remain there to make Ghana in peace and quiet so what you say na mu de wo nyina ye nyina mo sa ba be gina aka che spirit of spirit
na pacho wa o general secretary didn't tell so anko spirit ni bia fan protect
ai ade na wan ko spirit ni bia ma spirit na ma di tumi na ma ye ya pa mu cho mu jam weakness link na mo tete Ghana o mu weakness link na mo tete Ghana o mu nyai na mama ma so fu ni tiri mu nyo mo criminals no mu bu Ghana o mama mo so omo ye na ene yo mutumi betina ka tem say omo from so omo pesika kwa kota dia ya dia mu fa call but MPP for mu search na me wo ye sofo na wo help me Mr. Mafo ti asem wo ye sofo wo help wo manya what got to do say who boost MPP leaders.
Yeah, Yankusia sorry than a mount.
So what I say, do it. Do it for the nation. Do it for Mother Ghana. Do it for the future children. Do it. Because whom to mean 3 years forever, dako. Waka so no better. Ubejaho, Onana woman, Obejom Wakono. One of the mama. Leaders, yeah, Mamma warn you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mamma warning. Someone jamu some who na moditi Ghana on politician for Mumubebre. One Jaya, me say, Yababrumunina Muria.
Yeah.
Yet the Antwa, Botrewa, Abusuma who go be the back album. Ye via the Muanka Samomana Mupris Ganama woman, Edia the Dasti. Munyamu some fona modetono. What I say, na Dr. Lazma Bawumia, one basso baby, and I'm so from one to Cromwa, to Cronwa Shamata, the Mokokra, Cronwa Drodromani. Wickedness.
Yeah,
wickedness. Mupedia, and then mu start check. Mu wajire shramu du musika shramu start check. Yankasa mu start check I know. But do the right thing for the nation. What's in penny for? Munyamu sem hunu no ni abramo. Mr. Mafu, me the manu betia and tell them to shut up na spirit be no. What bianco for who to bempa and my party ni mu bia mu da no ever. Ofani musio.
Sasa bron sama wanted the
Aye, ofani musio nko. Na di owo sofo owo MPP hu do. No wa kuma power so the better MPP echi no. Onye emfa ma ne madachi. Onye emfa ma madagana. So we ye ya munina munya kuma pa na muye na alaji ba ya kam cast one reward. Muka safa no boy of course. Muka one shadie. But na musa mo.
Personal agenda.
Na mo tna ho ma manfo bi dada mo fo su bi gate dada mo. So ma ai mo tna ho ma fo su bi gate dada mo. Mo no for su bi gate no so wo be president frank ahin wo be dro mo kam yentie.
Nkebe impeach no papa we nkebe impeach no. Kanata we.
Kam yentie. Amo de mu stem hunu na mo tete Ghana ho na mo omane ndam akoma so ye de omane da yakoma so. Womano e da yakoma so. We want Ghana to move forward. The person Ghana yes to Dubai, yes we be. Sorry, I'm going to Dubai. I'm going to Dubai. Obi a minimum na or a presenter. They will say, or go to Dubai na wakotna play mu no dia to na yi na mu cross samna. O de Ghana.
Almost CD in the agenda and the finish say you pure onka. Hi, enjoying.
Omonyere omo. Mr. Mafo, ye ma wayi ko nyame nshira ma minya no.
Amen. That's it. No worry. Bye, dear Parmedasi. Yeah, sister Esther, I can't do a whole actually. Yes. A man for a woody for. A man for a woody for. I will say, Yamaya Ninya day. Papa Ernest, me fro. Papa Ernest, me fro. Me fro. Abushi a phone line that out to me for watch our day. Hi, RAZ Media GH and Kennedy Japan Junior on Facebook. Like video, no mama.
Mr. Map.
Hello,
Mr. Map, what to say? Yankopɔn adom nso me ho yɛ me tie de bia me show Yankopɔn mu hyira wo pa no adwuma pa wo yɛ adwuma pa wo yɛ I was say to be a front near bo apa so no na wo yɛ no ye ni je wo ho pa nyame hyira me wo German ha so wo Italy wa
me wo Italy yes wo
Italy you why are they maboa emboa mo be boa pa na mo aboa no and one who knew, yeah, we didn't choke a Kennedy Japan, one I walk and one I walk and one I walk and without any friends and fears.
No,
sir. Why are they? And one I walk and I Yanko Punsha, why Yanko Punsha, no, no, I won't show so.
Amen.
I tell what, I make chow.
All right, now, people, to me after the minister. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Me that's it. Your friend Mendes.
I am who deep. I said the one who your friend Mr. Mafun, you know. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Oh yeah, Juma. Yankupon Shapa no Akukudru. Also nice to meet you. Until you want me from. Why?
All right.
That's comments. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Abusiam for phone lines no be da mutumi for na wa chewa dwen. Yes. Meanwhile, no, so be any ready. I will maintain this dishonesty politician. And drink a crane
or something like that.
Evans and Kama Kofimia, Michelle Yepa, and Wakwaba, a friend of mine who message, you know. It's a fantastic work, bro. You're welcome, bro. Thank you very much for being here. I was your phone lines in your Biatum. I have some few minutes. If someone can call, you can call. Yeah.
Because the thing about government investment and expenditure is the money doesn't come from anywhere, it comes from ourselves. And especially you have a country where the number of people who know that they must pay a tax on income do not exceed 30% of the population. Almost 70% of the population pay only indirect taxes. And so you either have to go and knock the shop and take a daily rate. And at the end of the year, we're all supposed to go and file our taxes and declare our incomes. And you say, okay, you pay 1,000 Ghana, you pay 500, you pay this. 70% or more of our people don't file their tax returns. And so the only way you can raise money, really, is through the tax system. And the only way you can get everybody to contribute is through indirect taxes. And indirect taxes include like consumption of petroleum products. And so those who consume more, if you have a V8 and you buy more petrol, then you're paying more tax. If you sit in a trotro, you're paying less tax because 15 of you are in the trotro using the same fuel. And so those are some of the things that we're faced with. It's not every decision that would be popular. But what was I elected for as president? To take popular decisions? If I took popular decisions to make you happy with me, this country would be in the ground by now. They're tough decisions. I mean, do I take pleasure in imposing taxes on people as if, you know, you just take a pleasure in doing it?
Mahama in opposition and Mahama in government. Mamia Kush, Mawakwaba.
Yeah, brother. Now what is saying?
Now swear.
Yamia don't name Pibo, me. And the radio, me chia, no much chia with tea for in any way. Na say, dear Ghana, dear. Minimnia, a bay, ye be, and especially MP before leaders, no. More money in co-party. No, come let any idea also mutimi yabwa party ni bia no mo yede. Omo ye essence say omo best start ye adin to kwasam na yi wote ase ebeba party ni mu ebe kiche omu. Ye see prayer yi ba ko yi batu kabo manye den. Entimi mu. Enti no omo mfo money ntofom. No mo kamom. And yes, I bet to a betu abanza no my was almost 36 years. Then near my uncle saw a party in Wino. One more year than almost a young worduma. What he has here? Because you see, and yeah, no one nothing more Johnson ahead, and ya one more year physical side, one more year spiritual side too. What he has here? What I mean, delivery she me to me to the same, no be a vampire, me and a bomb by. But any maybe we have every area na yes. What you're so to be in a ma, never be it. So, Samia, your friend is saying, a software, 1 or 2 money see MP before so any party so for no reason because what they want to gain, woman, they, Mentino, 1 or 2 money see MP so say, good party. When you make 1 year, what you say, 1 or 2 1. One more food and one more than them. Yaka, Yamisuma, ne Bible now, Mukura, Mukin Kane, Chilamo said, but when wotimi ho se nyanya mesum papa bi no mo ye de esom no ho ene say me normally me kosa o mo ayi ni so a me fire o mo ntino me koso pe no mo delete me messages me but now I like the man but what he did since then among the love I used to have for them na ye de atimedi so me to one me no daily a me plain but me jaw life man na we ade na eputi me off what is said there unya me send ya unya me ndi what you say and I prefer some no daily a dey yen no ube go straight to the point say oh ade we dey yen den mintimi nye ana enye essence say wo ade yen na wo cover so ade asofidi di MPP ye papa and still no munya MPP for like munye de ade abone no mde ye na do bonu ye ni so obeji o man be boa mo o man ne mo ene munyonko beji ese mo huni e wo ye samemu eda fom a munyonko a mo se wo ni na nyankopon yi ni so mebu o man wo beji wo amemu ni se mo huni e koso wo man and they don't care there's one more the almost side you be care the majority of the citizens suffering because maybe so PHS and when yes can NGS school fees what you say because I boy your mom get free free into care for other people who are struggling and suffering in the system which is so out of order. And to more money now, no, also started only purpose will be party anymore. Or starting your one be my physical side, this spiritual side. Unforgetting Ghana profit nina. Woman, papa. What you say? More for one MP for money to Ghana to be to be. One people be a one and former year president, almost some baby a woman by a president. What you say? I was so much sad in my normal, almost a month physical side, no more spiritual side. And yet, no one am more than you. I'm not quoting the nearest pieces of a big party. Complain or teachity party. A dear one because some man first tell was almost the mammy. And another may take out to be the poor people who are more money. And I'm farm a soft one media focus for no more. Kevin Taylor, your friend Captain Swan, is uncle for women. Digana Sika in the name of party. What you are saying? Almost is no lies, but in your Sikaya, a more. A man suffer. No lies in your Sikako budget. No lies in it. Just say, what do you say out of order? But a no and a Ghana for so more day. Almost pay. Ghana for any MP before. My BB in an adwaya, Mamma say anything. Because there's a lot of presidents are on my back up. What you say? President Mahama, you call by you. They say, where they? What the president is? What you say? Who na memo and a moo President Namadu Swami. And Sunin Chino, and you won't say, and Nam say, Womusika dear. Now, what journey party? I have a journey party here in the name of. When I will pen out the party when I had a pay and I will join. But who expect to say because of our joining party engine, I was so near to be then if we party. Then it's a way you be a fit party anymore a taboo. Also, party, I move can two parties. Move show my drama bomb you and young citizens, a sacrifice more for the citizens. No? Any MPP party, you can't good leadership, any MPP party, and so still, and them sick a dear be any one more party name. Missy bedroom baby more Ghana for moving soup. I saw for near in a month forget to a Ghana for so for. One more year liars and not more year dishonest. Young untruthful, what they are the majority of them. Because soon to me who black now one ten and white and white as black. Now later no be pretending to say what they are saying. A bedroom baby, some be short for MPP party no missing be short for a woman and swomunya. Yes, in the penny and the timid woman be a boy. The brain now can't be a president. How many presidents almost be Ghana president? Almost a sacrifice of one and another. A boy mine or any. It's a moment you papa na ya mamu say mamu and sounds as a party. When you mean a fisher party, Into the person who did not master party MPP. I was so money in way Nanimia days, see, and was starting a year homework, physical side, no spiritual side. One for the need to Ghana, just before, over to your baby, or be any baby, I walk, ya walk away. I walk away, your word, and when I made the work at the war. No, I any was away. Young one, if you are sick, DNT, the only a soft one, no one I am, mamma. What's the Sumukra Bible? Bible now, Mukra, Sani, a channel Bible. A hen a Bible, a church, a dispute, forget about discrimination. And then we will say almost said, into the air or mind gun, a young woman. Some will say Galam say me what. None of the then most people before the Galam say, and I will say to you, never. Into the young trouble, TMP. Emma, woman, and a Galam say a torture. And they said, you could pass someone, and I'm Galam say, and I'm MDC, government. And no one command those are more harm, one day, mamma saw one site, no one call mining. Now, who need mining land? I'll bet you up for your mind. And then I'm doing some 20s, if we did some 4 men, no, almost any active for her. They say police in Yajuma, military in Yajuma. They say lawlessness Obia from Nation in San Romoyan or Mo. I mean, one more casting and cooking mamma, and only. And then I be saw more soft now, who could general bomb, a shame on them. They don't fear shame of what they did. Upon that, no son come to see them drastic. Job Koya and next in the ACC or Mangan. The South come to see from. Anyone who now could see and could know each other say, President, when I was to do a man, and one or so a woman, and only. I mean, my would make target, I mean, come off his Agalam saying, Dallas, Mr. and make target or mamma to 3 months to 4 months. And some can make fire woman. And at the same time, she saw my dog of my better to a kunkum to the power of Galam thing. Who boy people what this was to say, about so many near so more food, and soon or more one assay, in opinion soon. And a Galam say, a cat. And you have a crown of Moyana Cassie. A muniba. Any power your papa, and that would mean we are one and so and that would mean. May the Yana how many say the majority of the citizens that are facing challenges and all sorts of things, and the other people to the time that they need to stand up for themselves and they need to do what they're supposed to do. You know? I don't know whatever it is. I want me something clean about. Na makwaji jisika kwaje mo akwaji e yakotwa ba ma obi afi na mu ba be su se se mu ko tue school fees mu ko tue Mr. no kwa dem ame mu ko tue school fees mu ko tue ya anything bills everything na mu ko se ni wiase ye de e sitie textbooks ni ni ma na mu se ni sitie onyanko de ma mu se no de ma mu free what you say enti se mo se de mo mpe na mo be kwa akofo no me di o man ni sika na mo nto na mo ko nkyere mo dia so mo amase. And no one of you, Nemo, the Economy say, and this is what. So almost say citizens in go to your school fees. No one go to a year, if anything. Everything should be paid here. Now, our mind is can be on your money. Like to Kramunya be mother to soon. Let me see can more the now, more young and Casama, Nanado is a case to the NPP Ghana. How many presidents? And I'll be doing my Ghana so I want to me a develop your man to send an Arabia. Of more things. Even a brother, I know my head, they all much you could have Woman, I'm on fan compare near man and another year at the map. I'm on fan to talk on a had any part of a year, who am a yenina. Upon my ya, Mamma saying, you're not what you with me no yet. Why, a bit bad. They be buying President Mahama Betna too old. Why to me, and another year, in Cassio, mine, and this and the Can you listen the moon, the Burumus, Epeguma, Munya, Nanson, Mumma, and Munya Day, any idea, Yamon among miracle. Among Twaba Papa Mamu or Nip our better man as well. You bet me up for money, put your baby your man upon him. Say, ya most citizens in wedding, or home better. What the most among pet, what the moon didn't then a woody. Someone would judge you. I fed in a moose. And to one and a MPP, leaders, minimum media mean just we always come in, speak about the past, but if you make sure so more young near me, young woman near me to you very well this time. Say, yeah, was that 2028, almost after 20 years, man, and Papa, so my NDC for Sampa, Canaan, Pembia, Bemonoman, almost take you. What they are saying, because most super no when you year one, Omoji at the 3 months. It is the same thing I'm not opposite some mamma when near me, then near me, almost out. Not when you say and yan you need to encounter them. What they are saying, was someone who almost stand, one who near Mobaya, Momobaye, and in your own soup, every umbetinia. I'm on trouser or Moba, no more be party anyone, sir, no more cancer. Nama fodi mu ha mo nka ho hwe dia e bedru baby mo mo be pa abato e ho no mo de be kire mo say NDC for se mo ba ye de say na me die nto abanyi e ma mo bi e ho na mo be hu se ni
mama yem fa ya no nsi na memfa tie for foforo no so wa kire wo me sa wa kire
me ma no so o mo ni me be de me ka kire o ma physical side spirit me I don't believe spiritual yes this spiritual cover physical into their course no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Vice President, he did what he's supposed to do. And now there was we be our ye. There was one try be our ye. And so still, because phobia to ominous was some self party, spiritual, physical, and what it party. It's almost so more money and now. All forget to Ghana so for no pussy, no penny on your couple meeting. I am almost for do a man and show almost made the man know.
Mamma made us a bit. Yankopon kan ho bye yeah sister coach and I tell nka no your brother way yeah coffee sapon my friend I think it's coming from Ivory Coast yeah maybe wow interesting side from Ivory Coast I don't know I don't want to make a mistake. And the sister coach is na tell no so na adwen kire
hello
brother coffee e mo akwa aba e na free
yeah they say
ayo na nso e
me ko di voila na program na be me kire ma den so me play ya na ma
oh ya bi atum wo program no so
okay
yeah.
Okay na me so be kama atum ka
yeah tio pa
ko di voila
ma hu
ko di voila na me so
you're welcome
na asem tabi we do akide bi cause we buy na upon time na me ko hoda na me ya me we bi asem bala me de che wo program na na me work time program na cost you see Ghana no let me tie one assisted YouTube awu ma na say Ghana for no e ma MPP ni bia ewere ho MPP Nyankopon e na say said I pay for Bukana Yama Yinku and Kugua. The next time I got for 2 about a man to be more. Who said MVP Benanti? I'm wearing a crown. They say the whole Africa. Ghana road network. Yes, second place in the whole Africa.
Wow.
After South Africa.
I see.
Me make a show after start me call me share the anchors me mobile and put me say me the year course of in China the mobile me say the year me share the anchors me year analysis and to see economy answer the kufa e be free so Ghana economy the whole Africa 8th position now almost see Ghana here crown 2014 and the 8th position. Mama also had last 16 years, 8 years.
8 years.
Ghana economy 16th position in Africa.
Okay.
So that's it.
Yeah.
The legacy of Ghana. In fact, Ghana for who are Yanko Papa who to South Ghana for so Omo Abekano, and no Messabuni. But before they hear about Ayoto. TWUM account as you in the field.
All right.
Yeah, do a kind of cool sabu. Because I be to adopt.
Yeah.
I be to adopt. You will down the team are coming on. na deɛ ɔmo hwɛ deɛ ɛwɔ anim kɔsɛɛ deɛ a deɛ bɛsi na si awie kɔsɛɛ deɛ na ɛwɔ ga ɛwɔ Cote d'Ivoire no in fact deɛ si yɛ no up to now wɔn nkurɔfoɔ bi kora wɔ ha bɛnkɔ ɔmo nkyɛn bi ɔmo yɛ NDC foɔ
I see.
nkɔ deɛ obi bɛka kyerɛ no obi bɛka kyerɛ no kora bɛma me bu kura fu nti no since ɛto a bɛwie no yɛ one capital every time but nsi ɔmo kora da
Obra yɛn to base
nti kakra bɛ so bɛka ɛno
medase
ɛmɛ
bebree.
fɔ ɔdɔ no wosoro adwuma mo yɛ no akɔbɔ nhyira wo
Amen.
akɔbɔ nhyira wo pa because wo ma no kura no dead ɛna wo nsuo no waka
Dabi.
deɛ mepɛ wa sɛ baako pɛ no no ɛno kɔ dɛ mebɔ ɔba so
Medase.
nyankopɔn ma deɛ woyɛ biara italy hɔ no nyankopɔn ma wo nkɔɔ nim na wotumi akɔ so saa
Amen.
aboa ɛma no kura no ada di wɔ Ghana
Amen.
ɛma obiara hu the position hɔ
Amen.
kana japan mu ne wɔn ahɔn mu nyinaa wɔ hɔ sɛ woka no so wotie paa obiara bɛgye sa n'adwe ɛwɔ deɛ ɔyɛ.
Amen. Amen. Medase bra. Medase bebree.
Nyame ma rekyɛ.
Amen. Amen. Nyame nka wo so ho. Abusuamfoɔ yɛbrɛ wɔfrɛ firi Cote d'Ivoire o. Nyɛ izo. Yɛakɔ akyire o. Yɛnante paa. Cote d'Ivoire foɔ nyinaa tumi frɛ yɛn. Wow. Yɛnante. Mfa kwanya wesi na mede nkyea kɛse ama maame MIISED bi baabi a wɔ biara mekyea wo yie paa na maame ama baabi a wɔ biara no. I really salute you. Yeah. Mefrɛ yɛ maame baako nso ɔtra sɛ ɔbɛfrɛ. Sumaila Zuka memwakɔ aba. Ntobaseɛ wae. Cynthia Frimpong mekyea wo yie paa. Rachel mekyea wo. Sansona Phobia Member TV mekyea wo. SKB TV wɔ live. SKB TV wɔ YouTube ɛne Facebook. Maame memwakɔ aba.
Ya media, opo mo e.
Nyame na dom na nso e.
Mpacho mitumi kasa.
Wotumi kasa paa wɔ live.
Yo, ene echia tiefo e wo live so nyina ne ga. Tomo ta wo sande na me battery no call kurante afa no mabedru fia. Ma charge aja me de free. Echia mo nyina na ma wadwuma pa mo ne ye.
Amen.
Ya kan say Ghana for the saja ye do ngachi e kasa de ba chia.
Of course.
Tamu na ye beto abai. Ye nyina ye campaign ni Ghana baabia muntu ma wo kanipa foforo de amuzo chenchen ha. Na dokun ne dokun ene nchena mu ne ye kan ze ntem dokun. Enfante dokun. Na sabe pradu ya enfante fo no kwa num dokun no ye. Wonga wuwu. En wo ye kura wa san bo abere wo hyedem timfante dokun bi ye bi. Enye de bi. Enkradokun nso a yaka nkranfo agboyo maame agboye no apomanufu ne aye moto ma kase wo nyina bobo merewa bi kura ewu ti dokun na ye kan kura nye de na nse yesu obi ekunu wasan no bo bi se aduane aba ma aba ne aduane aba ogana ma munye de ti wo kunu wakunu me papa no mo yire bako a waka wo no to ya abro a wo hyede ko ko chia no sa Miani ababia nye de woto enye de.
Wahe.
Nti wo no oja so a enye de. No hyeda na mudi se hu na mode ti wo manu. Ene de bosome bienu ne bosome hu anwa aman so mu so afra MPP fo. Na mo visa mo yesa no mo na mudi mo hu abro. Enye obi na mudi na bro. Mo di mo hu abro tan ya se koto. Yesu ame bra ba ko be ma no wo ma bebre me ma bra kwaku. E ka de se koto tebo mu akoto item akoto praye men no de gigi what did you what all no a chewa gu ade ma be yen kwan ye na mama de aye mo no
intentem so pa
what the other mo atimo wi aye kwan ye ka office mo po mo amanyi kakra mo amanyi amankoto aba mo si su organa mama mo se free education ye not na ne wo so ka ye yokura onumade Into obetumi agyina ho campaign agu school no because of okosere mu a oko free education na mo a mo wase e won so so ate ase na mo de mo ho ato won ka ye yofo ho mo bo won bebre no made o na won ahyeda na won so ka ye won kan ne kuro kasi to na afi so mo bo obu okra se mo discuss to me sem kuro ohim to nyai ni ka yo ne ye so ye graduate na mo de mo ho ato won na wɔn hyɛ dɛ kutakuta baasa de wɔn ɛmɔbɔ nyɛ mɔbɔ ɛnyɛ ɛnɛ di NDC foɔ no nyɛ nɔɔtenafoɔ na ɛnɛ yɛde wɔn bɛgu parliament wɔn ho yɛ akasesɛm kyerɛ yɛn a wɔn nyɛ atamantuo ɛkyerɛ mo efi na rekɔ ɛma mo nyɛ saa bio akanfo mo nyina mo na mo nye Ghana man sɛ yɛ kokoro mo ti o mo mo nkasa wɔyi wɔayɛ se wɔanyɛ ama yɛ ɛyɛ de yɛ bɛduru mo so adeɛ wɔ fie a awurade sɛ yɛ papa koraa ma wo tamfo nti sɛ nana akɔyɛ biribi wɔ agbɛmaa mu a moma mo bomfu mo nyɛ mo aman si wɔ nka nyɛ sɛ ka maama na asan bɛdu so ana deɛ ɔpɛ na ɔyɛ no wapromise nso wɔanyɛ woka ɔbɛsan ka sɛ menyɛ ɛne wo nyinaa yɛ baako wosu a wosu kwa mpa yɛ nneɛma sɛ yɛnyɛ nkwa na 4 years ne mmra na saa mo kokromoti no a mo nso mode kyerɛkyerɛ mo wɔ Ghana ma mu wɔ no monsan to na mo MPP no a wɔn yɛ ne ma mo wɔn sɛ yɛyɛ wɔ akwantom yɛ nyinaa yɛ esu because wɔn bɔ wɔn ho mmɔden sɛdeɛ amorɔfo yɛ no ebi na MPP foɔ yɛ no wɔn kyekyere wɔn kuro wɔn hwɛ baabi asɛ ne a yɛ ne yie bɛte wɔn anim aba no deɛ yɛn nkyɛn ni yɛn nkɔde ɛna 4 years nso ɔno deɛ ɔpɛ na ɔbɛyɛ ama mo ɛnyɛ force wɔnyɛ asan yɛ wie so wɔnyɛ ato ama na wie musumba abubu wɔ university secondary school foɔ mo nyinaa sɛ mo ɔdaadaa mo sɛ ɔbɛtua mo fi ama mo wɔ kapra koraa wɔn to ɔsan tom tɔn na ɔsan toto patrol so ate ase na deɛ ɔba bɛyɛ ɛdɛn mo a mo kuro yi a nti mo mma nipa ho mfrɔ mo efi na rekɔ NDC foɔ ɛbɛyɛ sɛ MPP foɔ di sika ɔfa akura kateɛ wɔn sɛ si enu nkateɛ yi ɔsɛ hwan ɔkɔgya nananom MPP foɔ de wɔn yɛ biribi akyɛ ntwobo ɔkorɔmfoɔ bɛka kyerɛ obi sɛ obi yɛ korɔmfoɔ na yɛkyi nipa to ma sɛ ko ho nyina maama ko nsa megyina hɔ bie mu na kaka no 2 years wɔkɔ dam na mo amoa ma ne tirim ayɛ ne dɛ nti wankɔ dam no afei na wɔbɛkyerɛ mo sɛ onim nyansa kyɛn mo onim kwan yɛ yɛtumi dɛ kɔtɔ kye no kɔwe ɛna onim mu nyinaa mo adwen Ghanafoɔ mo pɛ yɛ gorɔ dɛ mo na ɔyɛ wo no na wobɛdi agorɔ wɔyɛ wo wie ɛma ɛhyew no asan no wadi agorɔ sɛ maama yɛyɛ mo ɛyɛyɛ gorɔ wɔho mo suban efi na rekɔ mu ma wɔanya mo first and last dɛ ɔbɛboa bi a wo nso boa no ma monyɛ obi a woyɛ widi ne no asan boa no no asan ba bio afei na mo so obi ɛsu san kɔfa yɛ MPP ɔkɔfa no wɔ he 4 years no so na sɛ mo abɛsan kɔfa mo ade aba na mo akɔfa aba na mo susu mama so nyɛ mo dɛ yɛsɛ yɛmfɛ mmɔbra yɛsɛ yɛmfɛ nyɛ hwee ɛsɛ ma mu ɛsɛ animonyam titiri sɛ wowale yɛba ha saa no onimu nso ɔbɛkyerɛ wase akyerɛ bɛyɛ ma a wɔdɔ no nipa bi a mebɛfa no na ɔne buroni na ɛte o na ɛnyɛ obi gyina a wɔkeka nsɛ na mesɛ me amepo mekɔ nipa mu ɔne me nanteɛ wɔhu sɛ mempɛ nipa saa meyɛ different me maame ne papa tete me different wɔ ne ma nso ɔwo 16 tete no wɔkɔ asɔre no wɔfa fam nti ɔnom ne ba a wɔyi good ɔbɛhwɛ no mesɛ gyae ɛnnɛ wɔtene no kyeekyee zɛma kura ɔde no sɛ a mehu yɛ anka menyɛ nipafo saa nanso akɔntuo ne nkrataa sɛ mte mbɛtetee Ghanafoɔ see nipa Ghanafoɔ gu nipa anim ase de hyɛ ne fie ba yie wonni suban na moasan de atu kwan na mosan de te mo sɛ hu mo kama no tom na mommɔ mpaeɛ na yɛnhwɛ deɛ ɔho bɛyɛ wɔyi wo anyɛ wotumi nya ne hwee wasan awie ɛbɔ mu kom sɛ bo tae wowayɛ nwae wate ntumi na meka kyerɛ mo Ghanafoɔ yi mo nsusu adeɛ yɛ bia afiri wɔn ho sa anya foforɔ wowale no sɛ woku no wo yere yɛ adeɛ wobɛkɔ akɔfa no ebi po ana dada no koraa yɛ ebi ne o tia mo fa nyɛ example papa yi aba abɛdi nsɛmɔne mo so ɔnsa amala bio adɛn sɛ bempere aduasa yɛkora ɛnyɛ graduate kora mu sɛ yɛtu kwan yɛbɛhu sɛ ɛmfa wei si ɛnyɛ wei yɛdi mmara so monto mo bo mo nni abotrɛ ɛnɛ de wɔwɔ de mmɔfo papa nyina ɛsere Ghanafoɔ yɛsɛ yɛgyemi yɛnim nyansa because ɔhwɛ papa wei no wohwɛ MPP foɔ no wohwɛ NDC a MPP foɔ yɛ the best na mo agu mo ho anim ase afei na mo nsuo nti momfɛle wobɔ abubuo bio mu no momfɛle because na ayiwɔ na mo nsuo na mo so maama yɛ nyame wodi kum kyakya bɔdanfoɔ agye nkora wo ne mo twene ho ɛne wɔatena wura du nsuo ahwɛ atale bi a no wahyɛ ɔde ato internet ogu akyemfoɔ anim ase
ne papa yɛ santeni nti sɛ ehu wɔ ne mu sɛ ɔsɛ na ne papa yɛ soja ne ɔsɛ police na na ɔnte deɛ ɛsɛ ehu atale a wahyɛ a wodi gyi mi sɛ Akufo-Addo yɛ bronsam na wo maame no papa de ɔnyɛ bronsam kum kyakya wo maame no papa de ɔnyɛ bronsam a wodi Akufo-Addo anim yie fo ka so nyame wada ankɔ so ɔbɛkɔ ɔma no nana so ɔnyɛ wo hwee na wakyɛ dɛ yi no mama ɛma no hwɛ kum kyakya ma no kaprɛ ma ne nyere ne ho no ɔnyɛ adwuma odwa ne no sɛ ɔyɛ sɔfo hen na ɛkɔsii sɛ na wayere ne ho sɛ ɔno woyɛ list Mr. Asɔfo ne nyinaa bɛyɛw ɛkyɛ Akufo-Addo because woakora no sɛ MPP fo president foforɔ yɛ wabɛ wonu sɛ MPP fo kɔ yɛ adwuma kyɛw yɛde yɛ wɔ enti saa na wo so woyɛ a wɔde bɛba so woyɛ a wɔn ayɛ wɔn ansa a wɔde wɔn aba mu no wonim ne nyina ɛni wɔn akyi na deɛ ɔbɛyɛ ne promise na promise ma wɔn university fo wɔn ani abere wɔn sɛ ahiafoɔ dɔɔso kyɛ sikafoɔ wɔ man no ɔkɔ promise wɔanyɛ wɔn nyɛ dɛn ɛsɛ botai eboko mu yɛhwɛ o obi so ka na sɛ ɔdɔ yɛhwɛ wɔ a yɛhwɛ deɛ ɛyɛ nkokɔ nketenkete no mekura me se yɛ mmɔbuo wɔ me dan akyi ma mɛba abɛgye bi manya nkokɔ awe adan na mudi ade tantan ɛde pepa ade tuntum ne ade kɔkɔɔ de pepa ade fitaa am ka sɛ nyame wada wonyɛ deɛ ne nuanom kyia wɔ bi Awurade nka yɛn ho
amen
ɔnto yɛn nkɔ nam ne yɛhwɛ deɛ amamuo ne kɔ nti moma abaeɛ mo ne yie so
mede ase maame bye maame Rita bye nti maame Rita ɛna yɛtee ne nka no ɔse momma yɛntena ahokyerɛ no mu na yɛnka yɛ no ntom abusua brɛkɔ nti mede mo bɛsi ha mekyia tiefoɔ nyinaa in fact the platform is becoming wonderful we are always in numbers mede adesrɛ bi nso ɛto mu nyinaa mo anim mesrɛ wɔ sɛ wo a wɔ platform wei so a wonsubscribe woyɛ mɛsrɛ wɔ sɛ bɔ mmɔden a na subscribe yes wo subscribe a na wabɛka busuakuo no ho ba life na yɛsɔ camera no pɛ baabi a wɔ biara no wobɛnya amanebɔ sɛ yɛaba but ɛbɛtumi ayɛ saa no ɛwɔ sɛ wo nsubscribe ɛwɔ channel no so wo subscribe wie a na wode wo nsa abɔ adɔma na ɛbɔ nkyɛn hɔ no na wasɛte to all wode onwuma adɔma no so a ɛbɛyɛ personalized anaasɛ all woanwoma all so onwuma all so a bere bi a mɛba life biara no wobɛnya notification anaasɛ ɛbɛba wo phone no so sɛ nipa asimasi aba life na wabɛjɔ ne yɛn na yɛde program no aba kamakama paa saa nso na mɛsrɛ wo sɛ bɔ mmɔden na like video no ma me video no like ma me ɛte sɛ deɛ wakyɛ me coffee because ɛba saa YouTube epushi video no ma asɛm no ɛkɔ akyire ɛma nipadɔm etumi enya bi etie yɛ a yɛhwɛ video yɛ dɔɔso sɛsi mpo a yɛduru ha yɛ yɛbɛpɔn yi ɛyɛ about 200 yɛgu so a yɛhwɛ mesrɛ wa sɛ bɔ mmɔden na like video no ma me nsa batea na ɔde bɛbɔ like no so na waboa me ama video no anaasɛ wama message na yɛde baa nɛ no atumi anante akɔ n'anim nti mesrɛ wa sɛ bɔ mmɔden don't forget to subscribe too na don't forget also to like the video san like page no ka ho channel na ankasa na like sɛ wo like channel na automatically da bia adeɛ bi a mede bɛto mu biara nsa bɛka metaa yɛ short video so epushi gu hɔ because yɛbɛtena ase na yɛyɛ video no bɛsɛ for 3 hours a ebia na obi ba betia ontumi nya 3 hours ntie video no nyinaa enti deɛ yɛaka na wɔ ha nyinaa akyerɛ yi mɛhyɛna yɛ dɛn afa ne nketenkete na matwitwa on segment na mede atom enti no sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ wobɛnya saa videos no bi atie bi a yɛ program bi a wɔntumi amma bɛto ho bɛhia sɛ wobɛnya tie no o like page na wo subscribe na wo yɛ notification a me the video to ma said ye tie bia na wo nsa bɛka na wayɛ dan na wanya atie me din ene Mr. Mafo ha RAZ Media GH on YouTube me san so live e Kennedy Japan Junior on Facebook ha there 4 times 5 times a week live videos entino me ka musuako no ho na yentimi modwuma the agenda say den sesaye ebeba Ghana man mu mechache mu nyina mechia Rachel mechia Cynthia Frepon Phobia Member TV ewo YouTube esanso ewo Facebook uma hwehwe na chia kwa ne support no Sapon Kofi or Hayem from Cote d'Ivoire. Michiani Yepa. Henry Michael Michiao. Kwaku Mensa Michiao. Evans Ankama Kofi. Rapa Nina Michiao Yepa Medasi Bibre. And our support. Sansona Felicia Michiao Nsu Yepa. Brakwasi Asamoah Michiao. Kwaku Mensa Michiao. Joseph Bua Michiao Yepa. Maybe I want to say. Sansona Jonah Addo Michiao Yepa. Emmanuel Asumadu Michia Yepa. Brana say a wa. Nibo didn't want to say a wow. I want to say a wow. Or what to say? Himself here. You sir, Nana D. Michia Yepa. Before we had misunderstanding, but I hope say you got it correct. Sansona sister Deborah Che Michia. Rita Pia Mama Michia Yepa. Sansona Moses Oduro. Michia Yepa. Kwaku Mensa Machiao, Sister Deborah Wonso Machiao, Asumadu Machiao Yepa, na Badu Robert Michiao, Albert Michiao, Malebele Thomas Michiao, na Patricia Patient Danso Michiao, Chimasia Dinkra on Facebook Michiao, Deborah Che, Mama Michiao Yepa, the first caller, Sansona or Hema Nana Ajimai Michiao, Richard Apia Michiao Yepa. Patrick Owusu Ansa Michiao, Dorothée Latte Otu, Michiao Yepa, Nketi Isaac, bro, Michiao, SKB TV, ewo YouTube, Esansu Facebook. If you hire Yanko SKB TV on Facebook, Yanko Buano. Sansona Frank Davis, so Michiao, Stephen Apia, Michiao, Tony Yabua Michiao, Demane Idrisu Michiao, Q, Michiao Yepa. Kwaku poku Michiao. Daniel Mate Digbert Michiao Nsu Yepa. Osikani Kwajo Kwache Eja. I want to say the president herself, Vida Boche. Michiao Yepa president. Isaac Dote Wonso Michiao. Sansona the governor de Obayana home. Obayana himself from Waha. Yeah, man in paper. I call with me. Sani power, no say meet my broken account so crowd YouTube, but on him. Transport Michiao, a JN of Michiao. Sister Esther K. Barima, the Fiora Bakupe. Michiao ye pada wase eje no ko michiao so kwaku poku michiao pa Rare Thinkers TV michiao pa. I think that is Sawam Ubi Sansona Gata Sapon michiao Beti Ajima michiao Dominic Jan michiao ye pa Hasib Adam Gabriel michiao Nana Adunsia michiao Martin Otiajima michiao Araba Osua Michelle Yepa Kinsilo say, I greet you. Stella Davis, Michelle Yepa. Barima, Michelle Onsopa, Yana Yemia Kofi Wilson, Chiami Brapa Yenopa. Afro Charles, Michelle, Yaoben, I greet you. Nipa be young money, Grace Amankwa, Michelle Felicia. Michiao Sami Jesse from Hamburg, Michiao Yepa, Amos Ata, Michiao Sansona Safu Abdul Karim, Michiao Stephen Apia Michiao, Hayden Idris Michiao, Azegdote, Jennifer Adu, Michiao Khalif Jaben Michiao Yepa, Evans Kofi Michiao, and Evans Kofi Michiao, Asante James, I greet you. Siedu Abdullah Isa Michiao also. Agata upon Machia KK Tenadu Boadu Michiao Supa Endurance a champion Michiao Sister Nolida Nyakon Mami Michiao Yepa Agosto SL no say molto bravo più intelligente Agosto SL Michiao pa Michiao Yepa Patricia Addo, Michao, Nana Bema, Michao Pa, Thomas Nguzem, Michao, Jonas Saben, Michao, Oskani Kwajo Kwache, Michao Yepa, SKB TV on YouTube and on Facebook, Beatrice Nkansa, Michao, Michael Amwa, Michao also Pa, Michael Addo, Michao, yeah. I'm trying to greet everyone because Akuya Nyako, Mama Michelle Yoba, or Fuseni Tofik, Michelle, Mama Diana Pia, yes, Michelle Yepa, Ena Akuya Nyako, Elizabeth Acha, Michelle Munina, Medamunina Sebusian for Moye Amanabroso, you were in numbers. Yeah, Kofi Large, Michelle Miniapa, Michelle Yepa, I say, watching you from Columbus, Ohio. Said a musican of Ewa America Castle. We have flew, we are fallen from fire pan to fire. Yeah, that is what we decided and accepted that we wanted to be. Entiano, and I am merited. I will not leave you for nothing. Yeah, I think say me chache munyina da masi Facebook for so namodoso. Maswera ntwi Kwadwo of Owusu Buadu, Elek Achemfu, Stephen Apia, Phobia member Jennifer Edu, Daniel Whitson Buati, chache munyina mo ye love on so no. J Wasco Music, me cha twuma se din kra maswera ntwi. Yes. For me church munya medamase ene modo amode dome ewo social media iso. Yes, your support is amazing and it is well recognized. Like a video no na memfa munsia ochira nyankopon e de maye na ebesan ehia. Till we meet again. Adios.
Mr. Chairman, yes, I remember the president appearing in the House as part of his constitutional mandate to update the House on what is happening in the country. And he made us aware of a certain figure of, at that time, new roads. It wasn't pleasant to try to contradict the president because his source of information are better than mine. But the figure 11,000 just jumped out as new roads. And my side said that was a bit less than the truth. Since then, the agencies under the road ministry attempted to adjust the figure as part of the transition. And you remember our view was that only 617 kilometers of roads were new roads, so to stay, at the time. At the transition, they provided details. At the time of the transition, the new roads constructed is 673, which is not far from the 617 we talked about at that time, because it means that few more roads have been completed. So that issue is in a record of the Parliament that indeed Ghana did not construct 11,000 kilometers of new roads since 2017. Rather, 673 kilometers have been constructed as new roads.
I want to talk about in the next phase. That's the areas that I do not agree with Honorable Kwame Abuja during his vetting hearing. One, Honorable Abuja engaged himself in what I will call political optimism, misrepresentation of facts regarding the number of roads that the Akufo-Addo administration constructed during its 8 years of service. In fact, Honorable Abuja is someone who has been passionate about criticizing the past administration regarding the number of roads that the Akufo-Addo administration constructed. Let me put on record, Honorable Speaker, that as at the end of December, per what is stated in the transition report, the Akufo-Addo government had constructed 13,624 kilometers of road, as against 4,630 kilometers of road by the previous government in 8 years. But during the vetting, Honorable Abuja just picked one component of the road construction, which is the construction of new roads, which is 673 kilometers construction of new roads, to represent the total number of roads that the Akufo-Addo administration had constructed. And I thought this is misleading representation of facts, and it did not help in having accurate and good debate on the floor. Mr. Speaker, out of the 13,624 roads constructed under the Akufo-Addo administration, asphalt overlay alone is 1,955 kilometers. You can all bear witness to asphalt overlay projects that went on in the country, in Accra, in Kumasi, in Sunyani, in Takrade. Those are not new roads. Those are already existing roads that will put asphalt overlay to improve riding quality. We also constructed 35 bridges across the country. It's also part of the Akufo-Addo record of 13,624. Graveling and regraveling alone was about over 6,000 kilometers. Many of us are MPs from rural communities, and we know the importance of graveling in connecting people and bringing people together in these rural communities. So those are very important part of the road construction projects that were done under Nana Akufo-Addo administration. Mr. Speaker, reconstruction and upgrading of roads constituted 1,665 kilometers. Mr. Speaker, today, if you are reporting on construction of new roads, you will not talk about reconstruction and upgrading. Let me give you one example. Currently, the past government initiated the construction of Fanko in Sawam Road. That's about over 20 kilometers of road. That is an existing road, but it will not be. It's classified under upgrading and rehabilitation, so it will not be counted under new roads. But it's a major construction project with major funding. Today, there's Tema motorway reconstruction and upgrading. That is going to provide a facelift regarding the transportation network between the harbor city and the capital city. This will not be classified under new roads, but it's a major construction project that we know. And Honorable Abuja is somebody who is very experienced in this, he's a technical person, and he knows this. So I was very disappointed when he used just new roads to represent the total number of roads constructed under Nana Akufo-Addo.
Honorable Minister, I think you have the opportunity to give us a lot of information regarding to the ministry. So, but for now, I think you've given us enough.
Yeah, so, but it was important that I put that.
No, that is why I've indulged him. I mean, all of the people who have contributed, I gave them 5 minutes, but because I was interested in the information.
But, Honorable Speaker, this notwithstanding, I believe that